the freestyle by Corey Holcomb and this bitch. Cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. I don't like your daughter, bitch. Ever since I saw the little hoe, niggas knocking on my motherfucking door. Is Trina there? Is she coming out? I say, hey, put that thing in that bitch mouth, cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. Going in my refrigerator. Every nigga that nut in her, somehow they hate her. Oh. Her 2 kids that she kept cause she thought them dudes was gonna give her fuck. But then they ducked out on her ass. Fuck that silly slut. Even though that bitch do got a big ass butt. But I won't fuck her though. Cause it's your daughter. But get the daughter out my face before the slaughter. I don't like your daughter, bitch.
I told you he had some shit.
All right. We live again. We live again. Got my little puss ass Wildin' Out shirt on. I was taping that bullshit today.
All right.
Yeah?
Wildin' Out.
How'd it go?
Yeah, we taped it and shit, and it was cool, man. Anyway, what's up, man? First of all, thank you, Boston, for coming out.
Yeah.
Supporting.
Boston. Big ups to Boston.
So tell me. I don't know.
Chicopee,
what happened?
Massachusetts, too.
Chicopee, yeah. The
Okay.
pussy ass part of MA.
Yeah.
Was it packed? Was it crowded? Was people acting up?
Oh man, it was real nice, man. I think we will be able to salvage a decent comedy special out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Freeze had on his suit and shit.
You was a deacon?
Yeah.
Deacon Love?
Looking like high school security in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Steve from Troop was there.
Hey!
Yeah.
Steve was there.
Yeah, I saw some
Steve was
Steve
fucked up.
He was in the airplane and all
Wow.
types of
He
shit.
one of them periscoping ass niggas.
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw
Walk
him
through
on
my
the-
life. Walk through my life with me ass niggas.
He was excited. He was excited about it. He wanted to share it.
I agree. I ain't mad at him.
I just caught the one when he was on the plane. He was like, I'm on my way. I was like, oh, shit, it's about to go down.
I went to his concert he had out there in Pasadena this weekend and shit.
I was supposed to go to that shit.
Yeah, I went.
Was it nice?
It was cool.
Nice
It was
turnout?
cool and shit, you know.
That's what's up. Dana
You know,
represent.
I had forgot Steve was the shortest one of the group and shit. That nigga kept having to duck up. Like,
Uh-oh.
get from in front of me, nigga. I often wonder how I managed.
Was it packed?
Yeah, it was nice, man. It was nice at the little joint out there, man. Niggas be asking questions like that. Yeah, that motherfucker was packed out, Joe.
Was it babes?
There was a lot of drinks and shit. Niggas was passing out drinks.
Wait, at which show? I'm confused. You jumped from one to the other, so I'm not
You
sure.
talking about
Well, the
Troop?
special
Oh,
was
true.
cool.
The special was cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
That was
okay.
cool.
Yeah, I was supposed to go there.
Hell yeah. We had a couple of hecklers that we had to
No.
handle. Man, motherfuckers get drunk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So it didn't
But
happen
the
until late.
hecklers was just, yo, you handled them superbly. And so.
Okay,
what
so
you
all
mean,
that's on
that-
camera.
That's on
was
camera?
lovely.
I talk this shit. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Now I was proud of Freeze and he held the shit down. Freeze was one of my deacons. 'Cause I was,
Uh-oh.
Deacon Chapo.
Deacon
That's
Chapo.
That's what we should have had up there, Deacon
It
Chapo.
was crazy now.
Oh hell yeah, man, and shit. The weather wasn't bad either. That's what I was glad.
Yeah.
about.
Oh, it wasn't cold.
Man, look, it was
It was
cold though.
but it was.
I don't
It
understand.
wasn't snowing like.
Nah.
Man, I don't go to clubs
Mhm.
because there's a lot of temptation at clubs.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit can go on at a
Anything
nightclub.
can happen.
'Cause
in a situation.
If you looking for girls that's ready, all you gotta do is go to a nightclub. Man, look, them bitches was walking out there with no shoes on and it was cold in a motherfucker. Walking from the club. I saw this bitch was like it was summertime. I don't know how club bitches do it. They
Yeah,
was
but
out
she's
there.
not-
barefooted.
Okay, but she's
Barefooted
not
in
outdoors
Boston.
like that. See, she's probably cut. She probably has a long floor length, to the floor
She had on
coat.
some cheap shoes in her hand. And she
Wait,
was
this
walking
was
to the
inside
car
or
on the
outside?
Flintstone side
Oh.
of the game.
You know,
What? I'm telling you.
Meet
dude.
me at the car.
Right.
Tommy, meet me at the car.
I'm like, damn, it's all kind of shit on this street. She wasn't walking even on the sidewalk. She was even walking in the street.
Ugh.
I was like, Man, take that bitch home. She was with a group of motherfuckers. Bitch, you done went too far with it. But yeah, nightclubs, let me tell you something, man. If you looking for them girls that's ready, because I don't go normally to nightclubs. Nightclubs will get a nigga in trouble.
Depends.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, depends on which one.
There's a lot of temptation in nightclubs. And you know what I'm saying? Like when you in church doing this to a bitch, she won't go. You do this to a bitch at a nightclub, she be like,
"What's happening, pimp?"
Damn, bitch, what you trying to do, goddammit? This pussy on deck.
Oh. So.
D, when the last time you been to a nightclub?
Last week, a day party. But I go to the day ones. I go to the older ones. I go to the ones that request that actually say 30 and over, 30 plus.
A day party?
She go to AARP parties.
No, it is not. As a matter of fact, I'm probably the oldest person in there. But no, everybody's
AAA
younger.
memberships at the door and shit.
Very funny. Okay, Corey. All right. All right.
Well, I'm fucking with.
You know you right behind me though, Corey, right?
I don't know.
If we took an age test where you were at when
If
your
we was
your
in high
age
school,
test,
if we was in high school, what? You would be getting ready to graduate, and I'll be a freshman.
Ow!
yeah, but if you did the age
but
if you did the age test right now about health, you would be a 60-year-old and I'd be a 25-year-old.
You think so?
Yeah, if you took a health test.
Are you
Right
talking
now.
about like the organs and the
Everything,
cell?
skin and all that, and breathing and all
with
that.
eyes, goddammit. I ain't got
Oh,
no
boo! Oh. I'd be looking at you in your little wheelchair with your aching bones, Corey.
Jumper.
No, all right, he's on
by a
one.
jumper.
Okay, it's coming. All right. Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
It's okay. Ow! That's my collarbone.
What? It's healthy, shouldn't it be?
Oh,
It's
okay.
25.
Healthy.
I need some.
Not
need
against
some
that
alcohol
damn
and-
arm. Look at that.
I
Look
need
at
a
that
witch
arm.
hazel hand.
Some liniment.
That's a heavy arm, Corey.
I'm sorry.
And you have no lotion on. It hurts. Scrape me like sandpaper. Look at his knuckles. Look at his knuckles.
That come from taking a bath. When the last
Without-
time you took a bath?
Without putting lotion. Look.
Avoiding answering the question.
How's his
Do you
face
have some
moisturized with his...
lotion?
I do. I have some coconut
Can
oil.
I have some lotion?
You need... Yes.
What is it, coconut oil?
Yeah.
I'll put on some coconut oil.
Oh, my God.
Some shit. I just didn't get a chance. I really don't use it.
Let me see.
I use this.
Oh, so you did... Oh, God. No.
Baby oil. You can do a lot with this shit. You can moisturize. You can skeet.
But that's extra green. You sure did go buy some of that.
Yeah.
No.
Don't think I'm not prepared. I just
All
didn't
right.
get a
You need
chance to
something a
do
little
it
bit
yet.
more. Yeah.
Inside
What is
of
this?
your
This is
hands.
called coconut oil. So what do you do with this?
Take a little... Oh, my God. Look at your knuckles for real.
Hey, this is still on a nigga knuckle.
All right. I would rub it in, but I don't want to turn you on. Here. Turn your palm over.
You put it in a nigga palm. You don't know that's more tender than the back of the hand. Rub a
Go
nigga
like this,
palm.
warm
She
it
don't
up.
even know and shit.
Warm it up and get in those cuticles. Oh, my
Touch
God.
that inside of a nigga hand.
Man,
That's
you should
flirting,
do that
ain't
to
it?
the
Oh,
girls.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch it. I
You
just
know
dropped.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch your
boy.
palm. Let me put it in the middle.
Give up that cooter,
Right,
man.
goddammit.
Anyway.
Not the cool.
Where
People
these
hands
came
get
from?
rusty because they wash up in the sink. They do a lot of shit with their hand. Washing up in the sink is a major player move.
Yeah, and we have
All
hard
players-
water out here in California, too. It's rough.
Yeah, this water out here has
It
me
is rough.
itching.
Yeah. It is
Yeah,
pretty
but
rough.
that's everywhere. I was in New York last year. See, last year we was filming Wildin' Out around this time in New York.
And it
And I
was
was
cold.
taking showers in that hard-ass water, and I was itching so motherfucking bad.
See?
Goddamn.
Yes.
Don't different parts of the country have different shit in their water. Like
They got
Yeah.
the
I think in
cheapest
South, they
water.
got
The cheapest
chlorine.
water possible is coming out your faucet.
Yeah.
The
But-
worst water I've seen is Florida.
Yeah.
Of course, Flint is obvious, but when you run bath water in Miami, that shit look like 10% pee in the water.
You know what?
You know,
So
how
got
you just pee a little bit.
It's got a little hue in it. It's got like a little brown hue, right?
What is it, hue? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, like a little touch of something, like a hue of something.
never
yeah.
knew
Color.
that.
A color, yeah.
Hue.
10%.
It's just a hue
Right.
of color. Yeah, a little touch.
10%.
See, like you hue colored.
Yeah,
Hue means
but it's
color?
light, like a light hue. Yeah.
Wait, so let's get it right.
It's a.
D said it's hue color.
But it has
said it
no,
means color,
the
so which one of y'all
the-
fucked up?
I said the water has a hue to it, so that means it has a
Motherfucker
color.
who talking the most, that's the one who mainly fucked up all the
Oh
time.
God! Here we go, boy. Keep it up. Keep.
Oh, D, I ain't see you. I be having to talk shit.
Oh, I can't.
Koi Springs, fuck y'all.
I can't. Oh God.
Anyway, so what you do this weekend? Tell the truth. Be honest. Did you fuck a person since the last time I saw you?
Is he?
Yes.
You did. Oh my God! No wonder he was all happy when we walked in this morning. Today.
Was I happy?
You seemed a
Whistling.
little extra jovial.
Do you have the same voice while you fucking, like right now? Do you be talking to bitches like, so I want to make love to you?
It's even quieter.
It goes a little.
Is
Does
he
it go?
quiet?
Does it get
Quiet.
deeper? No. Does it get like a deeper voice?
That's good. I want to hear so fucking bitch. Is that gay? I want to hear so fucking bitch.
Yes, that's gay.
I'm not going to be gentle with you.
Confirmed.
No, because you guys watch porn.
I want to hear so fucking. What?
You watch porn. Is it just because you know the guy? I mean, that
You're
doesn't.
beautiful.
Say more. Wait, do me.
No.
Go ahead.
Where can I drop you off at? This is the voices of Zoe while he fucking his shit. Does your water
that
get
voice.
hot?
What a nice necklace, yeah.
Is your child going to hear us?
Oh.
The voices of Zoe while he fucking.
Those are the girls that you be messing with. Huh?
Fuck is going on?
I know. It's terrible.
Is your child gonna hear us?
Right.
You stupid.
God damn it. Did I hurt your femur?
All right.
All right.
What?
Is that where he got the
Fucking
go
with me, now they
deeper?
going in.
Is that where he got
Right.
the go deeper line?
I want to fin fuck you.
And what does the voices of Corey sound like?
Shut up, bitch!
No, it sounds just like that Mariah Carey.
Rub this
imitation.
mayonnaise on my navel.
Look,
You. Rub the mayonnaise on my navel.
oh,
Bitch, we fucking and eating. How about it?
oh,
Cause sports shit on, bitch.
Hand me that remote. Just brush that goddamn sandwich off your face.
I took a bath this morning.
Damn.
All right.
What's the voices of Chris? I'm tired of doing it from the back.
That's what she said?
Yeah, she like, fuck that shit. You throwing ass at me, I'm throwing ass at you. The shit facing the opposite way. That was funny.
yeah, exactly. Tell him, Chris.
He's relegated to only one position? You get back there, nigga.
Can I see your glasses, D?
Don't stretch. Okay, careful.
It's her D when she be helping people with condoms. She, let me see that. Okay, let me.
Oh, I don't need these for the guys that I know.
Yeah, right.
Wow, okay. D. You know, D normally
We can't
don't put
fuck
it
with
out like that.
I don't, but I was just
she
going
was
along with
gangster
it.
right
I was
there.
going along with the joke. That's all.
got you,
Doesn't necessarily mean that it's true.
I bet Freeze be switching up his voice and shit.
All guys do. You know that, right? You don't even realize that you're doing that.
What?
It doesn't even have to be a girl that you're attracted to. Just at the moment that you're talking to a woman, your guys' voice changes.
Really?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm serious. You'd be talking to.
That's when a dude is being flirtatious with a woman.
No. See, you don't realize that it's happening.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to secretly record you guys. Yeah, because all of a sudden you'll be
That's
hanging
true.
out
I'll
with, and
say
then
some shit to my wife. She be like, "Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Smoothhnigga.com."
and it just you just change your tone of voice to a.
Got it.
Every man in this
I
world,
don't know. Yeah.
every man in this world deserves to tell this to a girl. Hey, bitch, come here. If you ain't never said that to a woman, you
What I
missed
tell
out
you
on life.
about that?
Huh?
Why is
What I
that
tell
so
you
important?
about that? That's a good one. What I tell you?
What I
about
tell
that?
you about that? That's
See,
a
so next
killer.
time you're gonna have to
That
get a
always
female
makes
dog, so she'll think you're talking to the
Who the
dog.
fuck you talking to?
I've said that.
You said that?
Oh yeah, all
Oh
the
my
time. huh?
God, so I want to pay to hear that.
Several times.
Who do you think you're speaking to in that tone?
May I
No.
ask, who in the fuck do you think you're talking to?
May
Now,
I
I'm
inquire?
pretty angry right now.
I'm pretty.
just who you're talking to, right?
So what is this shit
Pretty
y'all told me?
angry
Somebody
right
said
now.
it's Porter's birthday?
I know.
Was that some shit in the chat room?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Yeah.
I know nothing of the sort.
Is it really her birthday or did she steal somebody's birthday?
Oh, stop. Jeez Louises, that was pretty damn
I
funny.
couldn't help it, man. We ain't fucked with her in a couple of weeks. I'm just fucking with you, Porter's goddamn it. You know if you keep a secret and shit and let me put this motherfucking
Oh gosh, what?
sell some blue in your motherfucking head and shit.
Bruh.
What is it? No, it's Head and Shoulders. That's the number one leading.
No. How do you know? Oh, they got a commercial about it?
Yeah, Head and Shoulders.
No, Selsun Blue is like really like
Old school.
potent. No,
Potent?
isn't? I thought it was more stronger
Which
than
one?
Selsun Blue is like
Selsun
a
Blue.
like a really
Like
medicated.
it has that
type.
tingle because it's working up there. It's fighting the motherfucking.
Selsun Blue is the tingle, right?
Hey, Selsun Blue is. Mm-hmm. Give a little Selsun Blue bath and shit.
Bruh.
Bad.
Right.
Right. I was thinking like.
After you finish with the hair, you put it on the towel and shit. As Zoe say, I'll wash the cooter with the Selsun Blue. Wash the cooter. That's your word.
He's fucking
Cooter.
with me right now.
What? It's the cooter. I like that word. Ever since the first time I heard you say it, I was like,
cooter.
the cooter.
It's like a Flanders word.
Right. But it sounds
So
like
now I'm Flanders.
No, just saying.
Oakley dokley.
right. A cooter. It sounds like
You
a.
gotta get
That's
some
what-
cooter.
That sounds like a
tonight.
smelly vagina. A cooter.
Oh God.
Any other nicknames.
Because it sounds like pooter. So you got a cooter. Your cooter is a pooter, bitch.
It just either way, none of it sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting.
What's a good nickname for the pussy?
Yoni.
Yoni,
Yoni?
Kitty cat, Kit Kat,
kitty cat.
Yeah, I see you.
taco,
Donnie. A
taco, little pink taco. Mm-hmm.
Skeet device. Let me see your skeet
device.
device.
So that's not very appealing,
That's
though.
not?
No.
Okay, I did my best.
Yeah, you did.
Meaty
That's
change purse.
a little pocket. Oh, a little coin purse. Oh.
Let me see your joy hole. Let me see
Oh,
what that
no.
motherfucking
See,
joy.
he just.
Oh, bust that joy hole open in this
Oh,
motherfucker.
gone is the joy. You just killed the joy.
A juice box. Boom boom.
Oh.
Love bucket.
Somebody said a nut hotel.
Right, somebody
Oh.
said monkey throat.
Oh.
Throw.
Big dog. What's what he said?
God damn.
Goat mouth.
A yum box. Secret garden.
Secret guard.
A gummy hole.
Oh.
Girl, let me look at your only way out.
Oh,
That's a lot of bitches' only way out. Goddamn it.
Damn.
If it wasn't for that monkey.
Ooh,
so is
that's not
Professor
attractive.
Ogilvy.
Yo,
Yummy
cum
comes.
commode.
A come on. A younch.
That's
Heaven-
old school. Somebody took it. I
A
like the
younch.
old school words.
Somebody said meat wallet.
A heaven
Ooh.
tunnel. Yeah, meat wallet.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yep. Nappy dugout. Heaven tunnel.
Fat bitches with the fat in the front got that puffy ass little round part with the little slit in it. Don't look if you a fat bitch with that pouch in the front. Don't ever shave your pussy. That shit look crazy. Shaved fat bitch pussy. Oh my god,
Did you call it
Fupa.
bitches that,
Shave.
bitches that got a tucker?
Ooh.
Tucker.
A tucker. One of them bellies they got a
But it's
tuck
not.
in.
It's actually stomach
tucker.
and the top of it. It's just like connected.
Bitch got an octopus head.
Mm.
When them fat bitches shave they pussy.
Damn.
If you got that fat that don't start right here in the front, you know that fat when them bitches sit down and it be right here.
Anybody, Corey, not just the women, but anybody that sits down, it'll happen.
I'm talking about when they. Have you ever seen when they shave they pussies and shit? That shit be crazy. You be like, bitch, what you bother?
So you've had to done some digging to see that.
Yeah, I pulled some shit off back when I didn't have a place to live. Comedy shit ain't easy.
A gusher box. A
Yeah.
leg pit.
A what?
A semen station.
Oh, that was Jet Travis or Jay Travis. That's
Didn't you
disgusting.
call it
He said a full
hustle
plate of
box?
pastrami.
Hustle box. That's what I call
A
it.
hustle box.
Oh, there you go. See that? Yeah.
Children's hospital. Stupid.
Children's hospital.
As many abortions as some of these girls had, it should be called an ice fishing hole.
ice fishing hole.
Babies get pulled up out that motherfucker.
Damn.
They be wiggling and shit. Mama, no.
Oh, bro.
Tomb womb.
Her tomb womb.
Fatty pack. See,
Bitch
that's
need a
kind of cute.
bitch need a casket tattooed on her pussy.
Damn.
A docking station, goddamn.
Docking station.
The reason why I came box.
Speed holder. Let's see. That's the Smoothie King.
Smoothie king.
No, that's them girls who infected. They got the smoothies.
Right.
Them bitches got the motherfucking
Greek yogurt pussy.
right.
Ooh,
This is Jamba Juice down here and shit.
Right.
He's called a Greek yogurt pussy.
Damn.
Right. The hell no. Hell no.
Snottier than a nose.
all right.
Eat that bitch out, look like you fell in the snow.
Damn.
Okay, we oughta go.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Crazy.
Nigga ate some yeast snot down there.
Did
What?
you get hit with a pie?
Oh,
Did someone pie in the face you?
Fur burger.
Meringue box.
Bitch pussy looked like she just pitched a no hitter. God damn it, they hit her with the pie. Shit, all that yeast.
Damn.
Pulled pork lounge. Oh God. Okay, they doing too much. The sin bin.
that was actually that's kind of cute. It could be, depending on
Condom cave ain't bad.
Condom cave is
What.
cool.
Oh, okay, all right,
All right, well, fuck
all
it.
right, all right.
Let Dee prepare. She gotta get ready to read and shit, and we need to give her fuck.
Tilapia Twizzler. Ugh.
Tilapia Twizzler.
Patty pie. Yankee Stadium.
Oh my God, that's not good.
Oh.
That's terrible.
Damn.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
This is a segment of the show that is gazeed up a lot, even though it's very entertaining. It's called
I'm about to get you, Chris. I'm gonna get you too, Chris.
Loose Talk About
Bullshit.
Shit She Try to Read.
Oh, you just thought it was cute. Throw something in there. All
I'm
right.
fucking with you, D.
I know, and I'll do it back. in a
Chris be
minute.
laughing. He be going in that sweatshirt. That sweatshirt be like, no!
Stop. Anyway.
It burns.
Look
All
like
right.
moth damage and shit.
Damn.
All right.
Damage.
Moth damage.
All right. Well, another man or woman down, another divorce, and in the comedic world, your man Mike Epps filed for divorce last week. But what makes this more interesting than a lot of the other ones is his wife, or estranged wife, because she's not his ex yet, was caught exiting LAX, and paparazzi ran into her. So they asked her, what's up with that? She said, because you can look it up, it just happened like yesterday, that she was blindsided by it. And he did it months before it's been a couple months that it would be their 10th anniversary. She claims that she had no idea that he even wanted to even separate, let alone file for divorce. So she's speaking on it. It's like a whole video shot of her talking about it. She also said that just up until last month, they were acting as a married couple. He claims in the filings, because they are public, you can pull them up and see them. He claims in the filings, now he filed it, she didn't. He claims that they were separated since last summer. She said that she didn't know that they had been separated since last summer, and that they've been doing everything that a couple usually does all the way up until last month. She did say, though, maybe it has to do with him being spotted with a mysterious woman last year while he was walking in New York City. She said that she's been a loyal wife and that sometimes fame can get to people's heads.
Well,
that was
LA, California has a 10-year rule where basically if you divorce somebody after you've been together 10 years or more,
legally, though, like on paper.
you have to continue to take care of them unless you put a hit on them.
I thought it was no, that's common law. 7 is
It's
common
10
law.
years in California.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
If you married 10 years, you belong to each other. the person who's doing the best will probably get the worst of it.
Wow.
So, you say it's going on 10 years?
He broke up a few months. They haven't made it to their 10 years anniversary.
So he put the paperwork in.
Sorry about
I'm
that.
just saying, I know what this is.
No, I know it's
I
kind
know
of
what
it's
the
quite
fuck
sad
this
to
is.
me. I mean, they have 2 children, 2 cute, beautiful little girls. But anyway,
And
I
that's
wish them
beautiful.
the
And
best.
maybe they can work it
so
out.
I hope
I
so.
wish them
If
the best. Whatever's the
the
best
proper-
for 'em, that's what I wish.
The proper paperwork is done. That's what I think is happening.
He also filed for joint. In this, you could see everything. He also filed for joint custody, so he's not giving her
Will,
full
let
custody.
me tell you something.
You better
If
file
he
for
felt-
joint custody.
He did right by being first, because if he trying to play catch up
first,
in
you're last.
California,
That's another thing, Freeze. That's very important.
You know?
Whoever come with it first,
that's what they rolling with. It ain't got shit to do with
you started the case.
right.
It's a
You
case.
started the case.
You just put a case on your people, and that's how they want it.
Yeah.
They want you to come with it first. And it's fucked up, man. That
Man.
I think it's fucked up that the court system interferes with the union of 2 people like that.
Yeah, because
They
people
have
could
writ-
work it out
Yeah.
if they really, you know.
Well, they have written laws that's basically set up to capitalize
Yeah.
off of 2 people who are separating.
Right.
That's
Who wind up getting all the money? The courts and the lawyers.
exactly.
The courts and the lawyers, and it's people don't believe this shit. People have actually fought divorces in California until everything was gone.
Until it was gone.
It was all put in the hands of lawyers and courthouses. It's a fucked up game. You might as well just bow out gracefully.
It's cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper
It
to
really
kill her.
is. That family law court is $50 billion a year.
They talk about California running out of money. It ain't running out of money in that courthouse because the courthouse has it set up.
A lot of golf
Well,
getting played.
Right. Y'all not gonna make it? Well, shit, we are.
Book that cruise, Ted.
Right. These motherfuckers want to split up.
And you know, and you know, she's an actress herself. You know, that's how they met. She played his girlfriend on the Fighting Temptations, and they claim he's worth $6 million now, and that of course once he does the film for, hey Rita,
What the fuck?
hey,
All right, they done snuck Rita G in this motherfucker.
Oh, shit. Yes,
Rita G, where you coming from?
What the hell?
I just happened to be in the neighborhood and figured I'd stop by.
well,
Oh,
all
my
right,
God.
see,
Is she on camera?
you got to turn that on.
No, fuck that. You here. Mm-hmm. Get on camera. You got them things out.
Them cannon.
Boost the ratings, goddammit.
Boost him up.
What's been up, homie?
Damn.
That's what's up. Rita
Surprise
G in the house.
Okay,
Goddammit.
for those that don't know,
She got it like that. She can pop by. We ain't mad and shit.
Yeah.
What if it was one of the guests from the past? We'd be like, the fuck you doing in there?
somebody else.
Get your motherfucking ass out of here. Now, we was just talking about divorce in California and
Yeah,
how
and the
intimidating
laws.
it is.
You've never been married or divorced, especially here in California. Have you ever? No. Okay, well, good.
Yeah, well, I'll put it like this. It's unfortunate, but the person doing the best gets the worst of it.
Well, we'll see. They are claiming that there was or somebody mentioned a prenup. So I don't know because she like I said when he met her she was.
I don't
an
know this
actress
for
as well.
sure, Darlene, but I think Mike Epps met his wife in Houston.
Yeah, she's from Houston.
She's
from
from
Houston.
Houston, but she was on that movie because they said that's how they met each other in the beginning because she played his girlfriend.
Huh.
That's what it
I
says.
don't think so. I think I know where Mike Epps met his wife. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to say it because I don't like to. It ain't nothing bad.
Oh
It ain't
well, I mean, if
nothing
you
bad.
know more, I don't know. This was just from TMZ,
I
so
don't
maybe
know.
not.
I don't know 100% for sure, so I won't say. But we comedians.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Me and Mike Epps have been bumping into each other in this comedy world. See, I remember Mike Epps back from when we was fucking with this old bullshit promoter where we had to share a hotel room. That was some awkward shit. It's just you be too broke to argue with the promoter. That nigga Mike Epps and shit.
But it's
You know what I mean?
but at the
You
end of the
just
day,
want
it's
that
all
money.
good. But at
Right.
the end of the day, it's all good. I mean, you guys are cool.
What, me and Mike Epps?
Yeah.
Yeah, we cool. I think we cool.
All right. Well, there you go.
Shit, I would say we cool. Let me tell you something. This is why I like Mike Epps. Hollywood didn't make that money for him. Hollywood was just the icing on the cake. Mike Epps has been doing shows on the road. That's where he made the bulk of his money as a stand-up comedian. You get what I'm saying?
Right, but you think...
See, like these people, like, I was watching HBO yesterday, and I saw this girl do a special.
Uh-oh, what was it?
I would never say nobody's name, but it was awful. I
Is
was
it
like,
current?
Oh, my God. I can't even say no names.
But it's
I'm just
somebody
saying,
current.
It's like, what the fuck is this? This is fucking
You saying
terrible.
names?
No, I would never say
All
no
I know is that I've
names.
seen a few, and they were... Yeah, it might be who you're...
There's so much bullshit.
And before you know it, these comedians are in movies and they're superstars. I'll say the one girl who's a hack though, who I have no respect for, the new girl they out here promoting, Schumer.
Oh yeah.
Amy Schumer?
I mean, bitch, you can't be doing everybody's shit and expect me not to say shit. You was doing Patrice, bitch.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Rest in peace, homie.
now, and all, okay, I have to play devil's advocate. Do you think, because a lot of people have said and leaned on her writers, do you think that can be a problem too, or is it you really
doing
think
the
she
jokes,
personally...
though.
You really
Everybody
think she
put
did,
it off on somebody
No, I'm
else.
just asking.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's like you can tell that. Look, bitch, you just a bitch who will say something stupid. But to be able to go on stage for 45 minutes to an hour with enough shit to hold people's attention is very difficult. So when you see motherfuckers dipping into other people's shit, and they're made by this shit. I can't respect Hollywood turning somebody,
Right.
manufacturing a comedic star. I can't respect your shit. So
I can't.
her and the little kid off the Daily Show, they not ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm not...
They're
yeah.
manufactured stars. They want to put them in your face enough where you, just like the bitch Flo. Them progressive commercials when they first came out, you was like, this is some fucked up shit. But after a while, you see it so much, you be like, oh, it's Flo.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not new. They've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
She's a star now.
Years
out
they've
there.
been doing it.
Mike Epps made his money from stand-up, and it's hard to buy a house on the hills doing stand-up comedy.
But it was the movies that flipped him into that next level, though,
I
right?
agree. When he did that
Friday.
movie,
Where he played the
which is
security.
another thing I'm saying. You got to be picky with the roles you do.
Because that was
Especially when you're a black
perfect
comic.
for him. Yeah, that was perfect.
You don't want to be.
What happens if you're not? You're not.
I'm not talking shit about
Have you
my
ever
brother.
picked a role that you just wish you hadn't? Have you ever done a
Watermelon
role
Ice.
that you wish you hadn't?
Or the Watermelon Heist, even though that's some coon ass shit. It was when I first got to California and I was shell shocked that what's my man, Mr. Amos, walked up to me and said, "Hey man, we're doing a movie." I was like, "Damn, Mr. Father, good time." It was a black, it ain't like Mr. Feinstein walked up to me, because then I'd have been like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? I would have had my guard up.
What you want?
But when it was,
You
I'm
were
not
more
making no
impressed. You
excuses.
were shocked.
Not making no excuses. I did the Watermelon Heist. Fuck that shit.
A lot of people have done stuff that they... Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I can't even say I'm really ashamed of it, because it was a black production.
Right.
Does that make sense? I don't
Yeah.
know if it sounds racist or whatever,
No.
but
That's how my mom used to talk. There's a black picture coming on TV tonight.
if it's a black
Black
production,
program.
It's okay. You gotta...
is it okay to say
Like you
it's
were
not
helping the
cooning
people
if it's
out.
a black production? I don't know. If you black and this what you do, that's different to me than if you black and you doing some white people shit that look bad for us.
And they got you acting a fool, right?
Does that make? I don't know if that's right. I'm not saying it's right, but it's how I think.
Right.
It's like Soul Plane. Who did Soul Plane? No, but I'm saying who did it?
A
Who
Caucasian man wrote Soul Plane. I
wrote
know
it
him.
and directed
I
and
know
produced
him.
it?
Wait a minute.
I know him.
Tell the truth. A white man wrote Soul Plane.
Man, let me tell you the story about the writer from Soul Plane. And I got mad respect for you, baby. I got respect for you, but look.
Damn.
You remember when Vince Young won the national championship in football? Yeah. I was over his house watching the game, right? And he was cheering for USC, but I was rooting for Vince Young. And he was like, "What are you doing rooting for that school?" Do you know he was bringing up all the racism and slavery and shit that goes on in Texas?
The same fella. You
All right. I was like, I couldn't even say what I really wanted to say, because I was like, What? Did he bring that shit up? Goddamn it. All these motherfucking schools hustle niggas.
Right.
It's just USC was quicker to hustle niggas. Does that make sense?
More blatant.
What'd you say, Rita?
I recently saw a clip, and there was a guy, he interviewed this guy who was making plays over in Japan, and all the plays, they portrayed the Japanese people who were, I guess poor and oppressed or whatever in that region. They portrayed them like with a lot of dignity, and they would have to have clean clothes and this and that, all this kind of stuff. But the guy interviewed with this one guy, and he was asking him about that. And he said, hey, tell me, those pictures in America of black people that show them as, drug dealers and this and that. So tell me, your people don't make those movies of your people, right? He said, yes, I'm afraid they do. I know some of them. You don't portray yourselves in that way. It's other people doing that to you, right? And he said, no, it's not. And the dude was like, he had no respect for him. He said, that's the people that'll never be free. Because, and we think that those images are okay just for entertainment. You know what I mean? Entertainment's sake. But it's impactful.
That's deep. That's deep.
And he had so little respect for the guy that he refused to take a picture with him.
Ooh,
But what I would say to that man is, what you have to remember is the machine that has been put on the people over here in America is a motherfucker. Some people know that the African American male, African American female in America is lost. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not an excuse.
No.
Not an excuse, but I'm saying people actually think Jesus coming to get them. People actually think Barack Obama should be in the White House to help us. I'm just saying all of this stuff that we know is a fucking witch hunt. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, how are you gonna argue with your mama? How you gonna argue with your best friend? How you gonna argue with a person who got on a suit and paid all his student loans back for an education that's absolutely fucking useless to help him become any motherfucking thing other than being placed in society? So that's the conversation I would have with that person who says, do you portray yourself like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, they do, because motherfuckers are fucked up.
Yeah.
That's
When we
what
first-
makes it easier to accept that check. See,
Yeah.
you can offer somebody some bullshit with a check when you know they lost. If they lost, you could be like, yeah, would you do this?
And there's a
you'll
lot of
know
lost
they,
people
They ain't
right
gonna
now.
know.
Yeah.
Or not even lost. When you got real situations, like, you know what? Right now, my brother needs an attorney like a motherfucker. Or right now, you know what I'm saying? Shit comes up to where you just gotta say, you know what?
That's situational. I understand exactly what you're saying.
I think it's all situational since we've been in captivity. As people say, we're not in captivity anymore. You still in captivity. When you do certain shit, you realize you're still in captivity.
Wow.
And you are being taught the bullshit. Like you said, don't they got the new school books? This the shit that fucked me up. The new school books for the children in grammar school, where they basically are saying,
Immigrant workers.
yeah, they calling them immigrants and all like that. They're not saying we would eject these people from their country. And the boats were so full, we threw half the people to sea behind the sharks. All that shit is not part of the history books, but they calling people immigrant workers now. It's some cold shit. And the boldest shit I always say is, this is gonna continue to happen as long as we are under control by Caucasian people. And that's some bold shit to say, because I know Caucasian people might walk up to me and be mad, but it's the truth. I could stand on that in front of anybody. As long as Caucasian people are in charge of what happens to us, we gonna be fucked up.
Yeah. And this is why I was saying, when you lost, sometimes being lost is also equivalent to being alone. So if you don't have no backing,
No guidance.
if you don't have any backing or guidance, like for instance, it's easy to take advantage of niggas because niggas are dispersed, right?
Everybody ran their separate way.
You can't go take advantage of some Jewish people because Jewish people are together. So you fuck with one Jewish person, they all come in like, what
I've
happened?
seen that.
Even if they don't like each other, they all come together and be like, hey, hold on, what the fuck is going on
I've
here?
seen
That's the
that.
difference, see, and you won't get that
In
with
Crown
most,
Heights, and I
most
was in
folks.
Brooklyn and Crown Heights. I remember there was this. It was on the news that they had this rabbi. This rabbi, he was talking on the phone, and he was on the phone, and the cop knocked on the window like, "Yo, you can't talk on the phone and be operating a car." Said he rolled the window up on him. Said, "Wait till I'm done."
Oh.
Yo,
Oh.
so
See?
the cop tried to open the door.
See?
Cop tried to open the door and put hands on the rabbi. Why did he do that?
All
The whole neighborhood stopped.
Ooh, see?
The whole neighborhood stopped. Hey, what are you doing to him? Hey, it was within minutes. The whole neighborhood was on this cop. Then the special Jewish police that were in that neighborhood came.
The other
Right, because
police.
they
Yeah.
police their own neighborhoods. They their own ambulance, their own school buses to take their own kids to their own schools.
But see, this goes back to, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but this goes back to buying Corey's shirt. When you have an economic infrastructure in place where your dollar is staying in your community and you guys have a center of organization like the Jews, you can have your own ambulance. You can have your own police. You can even have ends with the police, right? You got leverage. You got political leverage. That's why I always say, what lobbyist on Capitol Hill represents black people?
Because
Ain't
right
no lobbyists there.
right now, all of the, I don't care who get mad, fuck it, all the dumb motherfuckers went out and voted for this man Obama, and he won't even speak up for you directly on television. The whole people be like, well, wait till he get his second term. Okay, dumb motherfuckers. Let's wait on this homosexual to get his second term. This motherfucker said shit, but for the homosexuals, he spoke up for them publicly. He spoke up for them. That motherfucker went in. Don't fuck with the homosexuals. Be proud of yourself, non-basketball playing motherfucker who came out. You ain't scored but 5 points in the game, but you a hero. Get the fuck out of here. That's Tim Duncan Award.
Wow.
I'm fucking with you, Tim.
Damn.
My homies told me about Tim way back in the day when he had that little ball in his tongue.
He had that?
Yeah, that's what started it all.
To
really.
me, that just says
Before his
something
old girl
crazy
said
right
something.
off the top.
I mean, I'm just saying, my nigga, one nigga you know got a ball pierced in his tongue.
First off, let's understand.
That nigga
Does-
is
No,
a
but it was
pee hole
it was-
piercer.
No, it was early on. He could have just
Here's-
just
the point
he
is,
just thought
what is
it
it
was some
for?
freaky stuff. Maybe he thought it was for that the women would like that. And it was for
What
some
is
freaky
it
stuff.
for? Let's answer that.
Does it
Initially,
work?
the
I don't
ball,
know what it does.
It's supposed to stimulate either the clitoris or the head.
I've never seen a dude
or
with
the
one.
head.
Get your
but that's
clit
what
cut.
I'm saying. So, well,
I only see women with those.
And I'd be scared for them motherfuckers to give me head. That bitch got a
twisted on some pubic hair.
right.
oh,
That motherfucker was trying to flirt with Jordan back in the day.
Oh!
Mike, I'm fucking with you. I know you watching the show, nigga.
all right.
Y'all
Well,
niggas-
let's change the subject of it
What
quite
up,
a bit. Anyway, you have until tomorrow midnight, February 3rd, if you are interested. BET has been holding an open casting call for the new edition miniseries. It's going to be a bio. It's a three episode coming out later this year. If you missed the call in Boston on the 16th, you can put your your picture and your resume up by midnight tomorrow on BET.com if you resemble any of the guys. But it said if you can't dance or sing and you're going on just resemblance, don't try it. It says you have to fit the description. They're looking for 2 stages of them. They're looking for the ages 10 to 17. I gave you 2 pictures. It's hilarious.
Young ugly.
The young and then
Senior ugly.
and then the older ones, 18 and to 25 or 30. Yeah. So
You got
they're
the pictures,
So
Chris?
they making
I
a
did.
new
I gave
edition
them 2.
movie?
One from
They making a
Them
new edition?
motherfuckers
It's a
was
mini.
cold.
It's a mini biop, and they're behind it, except for Bobby. So the other guys are helping produce.
Where Bobby at?
I don't know. They didn't say. They just said that except for Bobby in the production part of it. So there's the younger one that they're looking for.
Them boys was cold, man.
Woo.
Them boys was cold.
Of course,
Hey,
Johnny's
man,
in the second half. So
They never got their due.
You don't think so?
They're still able to sell out
theaters.
theaters.
Yeah, I just went to them. Yeah.
They're still able to sell out theaters, and it's my opinion that they never got what they should have gotten. They should have been like, what's them New Kids on the Block
Yeah, that's
motherfuckers
true.
Well, they all
in the urban community.
Yeah, that's true.
But go back to motherfucking stick together shit. Who was that who robbed them?
The
motherfuckers. I heard the motherfuckers took them on tour and dropped them back off in the hood after making them all that money.
Well, they were the template for those
All
New
those
Kids
groups,
on the
yeah.
Block and Backstreet Boys. They were the template. You talking about Maurice
Oh,
Starr?
because they all wanted to be them, right? All those
Early.
groups. Yeah.
Early on, Maurice Starr created the template. Of course, they were the spinoff.
What do you mean? What did Maurice Starr do?
Maurice Starr. I think he was the one who found them when they was little kids.
Whoever took New Edition on tour robbed them.
But it's
Damn.
the same fella that did it with the other groups as well. You know
Well,
that, right?
New Kids on the Block wasn't popped off like them.
That's true. Yeah. No.
But you know what's interesting about these brothers? They had spinoffs. Bobby leaves,
Because they
blows
had
up.
talent.
BBD, yeah. all
Then
of them.
BVD leave.
How about
They
that?
didn't really leave, but they
Yeah.
just spun
Johnny
off
Gill
with
has his
BVD.
own,
They
yeah.
blew up. I mean,
They had talent.
Yeah, that's true.
and then Bivens turned into an executive.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Like
mean,
I
so
said.
And Johnny's
They
still
had-
out there. I like his last album. It was great.
Yeah, I
So.
like
those
Game
guys,
Changer.
man, were.
Yeah.
You're a game changer.
So you guys, you missed the age bracket, but I was gonna say you could have. Who does Corey look like? No.
Not from New Edition.
I mean, you'd be closest to Johnny Gill.
See, yeah. That's a good
ahead.
one. Yeah.
No,
You
well,
Johnny
Johnny
Gill.
Gill. Look, Johnny Gill, that's the homie. I seen
you
him
can
in the
sing,
airport
Corey
when I
can
did my
sing.
show in D.C. and shit.
But you got to be able to dance
Used to
too.
date Sugar Ray Leonard, Johnny Gill.
Huh?
Didn't he used to date Sugar Ray Leonard?
Oh, I don't know. I can't
Oh,
say
I
that
don't-
for
did he?
sure. I don't know.
I
But
don't
one
know.
day I
You
saw
don't-
Sugar Ray Leonard in the airport, and he ain't know who the fuck I was and shit. And it was kind of weird and shit.
And did you say hi? You said hi to him.
Wah, wah.
Well, let me shut up.
What did he
I ain't-
say?
All right.
Just tell us what he
you-
said,
you
Corey.
should've
I'll put it
His
like
hand, he held on to it
this.
long.
Sugar Ray Leonard, look, fuck that.
Sugar
He
Ray
a
Leonard
little
put-
motherfucker.
Put hands
But
on
I
you.
seen them fights back in the day.
Sugar
I
Ray
was
Leonard
like,
fuck you up right now.
right, it's like, you can play them moist jokes if you want to. That little motherfucker have a little flashback. Right? Because that's fucked up when you get your ass whooped by a little motherfucker.
Oh God, that's too funny.
Get your ass whooped by a little motherfucker. That ain't no good feeling.
All right.
You be like, man, that nigga a Power Ranger.
All right, let's keep it moving. I don't want to stay too long on all these things. Anyway, for some very odd reasons, young Japanese girls have embraced and made camel a thing, and now it's big here. I know. The prosthetics that they're wearing, they made into
Do we have any
underwears, girdles.
pictures?
Yes, we do. And anyway, they like it. They think it's cool. And now it's hitting here in America. Initially, the prosthetics were used by, not those, that's a newer one that the girls are wearing, but there's a heavier duty one that was made for transgender men initially years ago. But now girls are wearing this. Girls are wearing it to purposely take the smooth look and make it into the camel
Monkey
toe
prints.
look. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also, for years, many years now, there have been other...
Panty scarf.
there's been other devices to prevent the camel toe, like the Cucini, the original one. But there's other things that you can
We got a
wear.
picture of the
There's
Cucini.
no, I didn't want
So
to.
nowadays, you sitting up here looking at a camel toe, and it
it's
ain't even a
fake.
camel toe. No
And they're
more.
not
It's a
cheap.
penis
They're,
behind
they're made with this
Wow.
rubber. So they said that they like the expensive ones. Of course, you're talking about the young Japanese girls have kicked this all off. The cheapest one runs at $173. It's made out of a certain
bullshit material.
certain rubber that they said if they rubbed up on one of the fellas in a club, it'd feel like the real thing.
So they feel like if they advertise that they have a fat pussy, that they'll be more fuckable.
They said it's more attention. They want to bring more
Yeah.
attention to it. That's exactly
Rita?
what they feel. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we live in a world
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
Well,
it-
the
it's
fat ones
bait.
usually are the the better ones,
bait.
right?
It's bait.
So
Yeah.
it's the ultimate thirst trap.
This is the new
You
fishing
need a little
pole
cushion
right
for the
That's
pushing,
it.
you know.
Yeah.
A
So
little meat right there.
Yeah.
You don't want to just be getting right up against the pussy bone,
right.
right?
So see that?
The fat pussies are sometimes look like bitch got bit by a mosquito syndrome.
Oh.
I like the regular vagina that's basically still hanging up there. You know, the lips are still like this. A lot of these girls, their lips be like this and shit.
Oh.
This bitch pussy about to hug me.
So one that has lips that look like that can actually wear this, and it actually look kind of decent. Then is what you're saying. You don't want
Oh, the girl with the lips that's
that's
hanging
out there, right?
on the Jordan
That
tongue
would
side of the
actually
game
make
pussy.
it. That would make it look like it was kind of put together a little
So
bit
this
more.
look like the pussy been working out a little bit, little tone
little
to
tone.
it.
It's a little
Yeah.
smooth.
They don't have ellipticals for dicks and pussies.
Oh God, but no.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So even the pussy you fucking with might be fake when you
Right.
get naked.
And then they even have one that's like $400. It's an actual whole entire girdle, so it even lifts up the breast, holds in the sides and the stomach, and it has the little piece on the
But
bottom.
what happens when you gotta take all that shit off?
Well, there you go. Surprise,
so you
surprise. You
already-
get a little extra surprise.
You done already
there, so-
paid for the room now.
Yeah, it's the same reason people usually don't kick the transgender out, you know.
At the because they've already
Yeah.
made it that
They
far.
already got the room, you know.
They don't kick the transgender out.
So if they've
you
gotten
know,
that far
when
with
they
it,
get them to the room, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, I can't do this."
I'm gonna say this. If for some reason my radar don't pick up
The crying
this a
game.
nigga,
you're just gonna throw in the towel and just go all
and
the way.
we done made it to the room,
Man.
I'm going to jail.
Is furniture moving?
I don't
We
think
finna
so.
fight,
I think
bro.
you just
Right.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nigga,
Yeah.
nigga, you in here with me, homie? Nigga, we finna tear this
Oh.
motherfucker. If you got past my defenses, that means you wrong.
No, but
Because
what
I
if it?
know when I'm
What
up
if it
on a
had the?
nigga.
What if it had the full transition?
I don't know what's the full
You
transition.
mean like Sydney
Yeah.
Star or somebody like that?
No. Yeah, that got rid of the whole thing down there. I mean,
Listen,
what would
listen.
you?
I
Did
do
Sydney
know-
Star have the full transition?
Yeah, she has a
See?
pussy. It's. I heard it's it's cute too. Her
But
pussy
ignorance is bliss if you don't know.
Look at
It-
Freeze.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of
Freeze
those
is like,
guys
what
that we
the
always
fuck?
talk
But
about.
I do know some.
Can we Google this person and see what
I-
this person looks like? What is their
the pussy-
name?
Is it pussy
Sydney Star.
on the
Sydney
internet?
So what do they do when they make a pussy? Can you?
They take the meat from the.
They bust the sack open.
The already
Yeah.
existing.
The head becomes
Dr.
the
Corey.
lip- the
What they do?
clitoris.
because that's the softest. That's the softest.
Yeah.
Translated.
What do
Dr.
they do with
Corey.
the head?
It
They use
becomes the
that for the-
clitoris.
So
That's the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That's a
was
dude?
Was.
But see,
exactly.
look,
That's a dude.
like you say somebody like that. You say somebody like that. In that picture right there, because I don't know how that nigga look when you talking to him.
You know what? Stop. Oh my God.
What? I'm just
I
saying.
know.
That's
Right,
this
in that
motherfucking
picture
ass
right
whoop.
there.
In that
Yeah.
picture right there, he might be able to fool a nigga because when we lived in Chicago, it was this nigga named Apples. This nigga had the little face, no neck, all that shit. He was
So it wasn't
he was
strong neck,
petite.
right? Uh-huh.
So
Apple.
when he dressed up, we watch him fool niggas every week. This nigga was walking with this nigga, and a lot of people know him, so they was laughing. And dude thought motherfuckers was like, "Yeah, I'm with a cold bitch." You know what I'm saying? And I used to
You
be
got
like, "Wow, that's
applesauce
cold
coming
in
your
a
way, bro.
motherfucker."
But
What
that,
got
see, Corey, but
applesauce.
that's what I was talking about. We've brought this up before when you were saying like you would bring up one of these
Is there a
stories
full
where
body picture?
one
so
of
we can
one
see?
of these stories where you talk
So
about a
right
guy
there with
like
the strap.
getting busted after the fact. In other words, that could happen, very well happen to
That
one of
shit
these
look
guys
off.
that don't know.
If
Right.
you don't know,
Nigga, that
Niggas
shit
big
look-
ass
Well,
rib
that
cage.
might that might be before
shit
he
look
had the
off.
surgery.
Come on.
I
That
think
thing
that's
is built
before
like
he
you
had
got the
Jerome
Mike
Bettis.
Tyson body.
Beat it, homeboy.
But I'm saying, man, motherfuckers out. You get to the room with niggas, man. You know they had a guest on Jenny Jones
Yeah.
way back in the day,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they brought that motherfucker. One of them motherfuckers on the show, act like he like him, dude, was smiling the whole time. They got back home, he murdered that motherfucker.
That's true.
Yeah,
Remember after
that's
that?
right.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. Yeah. That's true.
All you, what you call those people, transgenders?
Yes.
Man, you better tell a nigga what's up, because if you fool the wrong motherfucker,
It's gonna go bad.
But
So let me.
It
I've
can.
heard where they tell them in the room, and then they say, They let them know as a disclaimer, but a lot of times the guy's like, okay, we're just gonna go ahead and do this.
See,
you know, because nobody will know.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think a lot of those guys get trapped up like that though, and we be making.
The homie told me that shit. That remember I brought up Flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flame.
The one you zipped up his dress.
Yeah.
He did get you zipped up my dress.
Yeah.
He was being.
He caught you.
being nice.
That nigga got me. But look, fuck it. But I'm just saying. He said, just like Rita say, motherfuckers be doing what's up. And they be like, yeah, fuck it, what's up?
That's some bullshit right there.
Oh,
What?
This dude had a t-shirt on that said, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
Oh!
Yeah.
That was funny than a motherfucker.
Wow.
Funny
There's some wild shit going on out in the street.
Yeah.
Niggas would be like, fuck it. It's foxhole niggas everywhere.
A lot of the porn guys are a lot of them are gay for pay.
Gay for pay, yeah. Oh, that's a good way to put it.
There
Gay
you go.
for
pay.
In porn.
Niggas prefer a woman, but dookie for dollars.
They'll do it for
They'll
dollars.
do some
Dookie for dollars.
Dookie for dollars?
God damn it. That's they new. That's
If
they
it's gay for pay, it's
Doodle
motherfucking
for ducats.
gay anyway.
right.
And they're probably. I would take it. They're probably not the penetratee. They're the penetrator, right?
Well,
Doodle for dope.
what's that dude with the bald head? Lexington Steele. Him and another one. They said they think about 85% of the straight performers are, you know.
Or what?
Go both.
Yeah, they do niggas too.
Yeah, well, for I believe that men who do a scene with another man will fuck with another man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean when I say that? Because I've seen the scenes where it's two guys and one girl,
I see.
and it was some shit that I'd seen that
They
be
got
like
shit. Yeah, it's like you can't.
they ball bumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, even too much, it just...
Thigh rubbing, man.
Right.
Fuck out of here, man.
If you see some... it's hard for me to be in another room with a dude.
Let alone like if he's watching or something.
Well, have you ever done some shit like that? Be in a room with a dude.
Sharing a girl? No.
I never shared a girl, but I've been in the room where it was like me in the
couple,
bed with a
somebody
girl. Yeah.
You know Kenny Howe?
I'm
Yeah,
straight.
the
the bitch
Kenny
that got
House.
the shit fucked out of her.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
no,
cool.
no, the Kenny House
Y'all
shit.
niggas gotta go on around.
I guess I did do that. But look, I swear to God, I did it, but Kenny wasn't in the room. Like I said, Kenny was with his girl, so when he went and got his girl, I ran over there.
So it's like a live
champ is
porn.
it.
It's like a live porn. So you're watching like live porn.
Yeah, but I had to wait on the bed and wait for Kenny to get through, and he had the dope dick. That nigga wasn't feeling none of that shit. He was fucking old girl about, man, a whole episode of Mash went on.
The helicopter.
Right. I was like, shit, damn, man. Kenny, how long you gonna fight?
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm ready to go to sleep.
All right. Well, let's bring up what's getting ready to happen this weekend. Of course, you know Super Bowl 50.
Let's go, Cam.
Let's go, Cam. You know your boy showed up.
Oh,
Flew in. You got that picture, Chris?
oh.
Your boy, you know how he be wearing his pants.
Cam?
Go on, Cam. He wore some Versace pants that are breaking the airwaves. You didn't get it? I gotta
You
send
saw
it
them
to you.
pants he had on?
All right, well, everybody, and if you didn't see them, you got to look them up. They're like these tight-fitting Versace yellow and black and white zebra print fitted pants.
Get AJ Johnson off the screen. What the fuck is going on?
They can't see that; it was just up there still. That was
Fake
pretty
me out, pussy.
Sniper
Nigga.
bag.
pretty vibrant. He looked
Nigga had
good
a
in it though. I
sack
mean, he's
bust
accentuating his damn thighs. They look very good. And that's homeboy right there. They bet him if he would wear something similar. He did.
He can afford them.
He can afford them. $850. He can afford those.
But see, wear
slacks.
those pants like I buy Versace clothing.
That's Charlie
Yeah, but you got a
Rose.
I
different
trick.
fit. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like
You're
they
not gonna
don't
wear
say-
that rayon fitted.
I wouldn't wear
style.
those pants with that jacket.
You'd wear those shoes though. Ooh, you gotta get. See, look at the shoes up on the top. That's a
I
pair of
wouldn't
Corey
wear
shoes.
those pants to a Russian dog fight.
So,
That's them pants you wear when you open the door and you want this bitch to know it's going down.
I got the jungle,
but
bitch.
you gotta look like
Right.
that. You gotta have that shape.
You ain't got to have that shape to
Oh,
fit them
Jesus
pants.
Christ. Did you wear
It's
those?
like an X-Men outfit
I
or
don't
something.
You can wear any motherfucking
Jungle
thing.
Man.
I don't
Jungle
know.
Man.
Right.
I like that
Jungle
look.
Man.
Also, if you didn't get a chance to take, were you able to catch his freestyle? You know, he started freestyling at the conference.
He gonna win.
It was
Super
pretty
Bowl,
damn
though.
cute. Yeah,
That's what we excited.
you gotta look
about.
that up. It was pretty dang. I was impressed.
Yeah,
He threw a little freestyle in there. And also, I want to say before we get off the, in case we got do we have a topic? 9:30. Congratulations to Ron Rivera. You know, Ron Rivera is the coach. And Ron Rivera, he'll be the only second Hispanic head coach to ever take his team to the Super Bowl.
La raza.
Viva la raza, that's right. Tom
What
Flores.
does that mean?
The race.
Yeah, to keep my race alive. Long live my race. Tom Flores, who was the first minority head coach for the Raiders, actually took them twice to the Super Bowl. And that's this Sunday. So go Ron.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm rooting on Cam, not just because he's African American.
Well, all the Hispanics are actually rooting for them just because Ron Rivera
Rivera.
is.
I
Yeah.
get it,
Having
though.
their
And that's a
Obama
lot.
moment.
See, I'm from
Yeah.
Chicago, so I know who Ron
Yeah.
Rivera is. We are the Bears.
That's right, because he played,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They made that
true.
motherfucking song where they had the fridge rapping and
That
shit.
shit was cold.
Looking at the fridge, I'm the rookie. I may be large, but I'm no dumb cookie. I was like, who wrote that shit for him,
know all
man?
this?
Stop that shit. but yo, I'm rooting on Cam because of the envy that these African American quarterbacks have to deal with this racist ass media.
Right.
Who basically have done everything in their power to shit on him
Right.
and disrespect him along the way. And they showed that clip on the internet where, you know, he gives the kids footballs. They charge them guys for those footballs.
Yeah.
When he was, they had that one clip on the internet where that ref didn't want to give him the ball.
Right.
Yeah, you remember that.
Threw
He
it
had
to the
to
ball,
go-
boy.
He had to
game
go
was
get
that?
it.
He
What
had to
stadium
go
was that
fetch
in?
the ball. I don't know, but that's that shit. Like back in the day, man, one of them motherfuckers would have knocked the shit out that ref.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
I grew up at a time where motherfuckers had a fight in the game, and you don't get kicked out the game. I seen Robert Parrish,
Robert Parrish was.
Super Sock, the boy from Detroit, about
Robert
8
Parrish.
times.
It was-
They broke that shit up and say, "Yeah, I
Chief.
finished playing." Right.
Right.
Man,
That
the
motherfucker
Raiders
was
used
cold.
to always scrap.
Right.
Man,
You know what
that's
I'm
why I love the Raiders. Pittsburgh used to always scrap. That was part of the game.
Nowadays, when you fight, you are portrayed as evil. And I get
Right.
you don't want the shit to get out of control, but they make excuses for hockey players, a sport that they basically have to manufacture MVP, manufacture everything. Because, yo, I'm not saying you don't need talent to play hockey, but I'm just saying it ain't no shit that I feel like it ain't like that.
You know,
You know what I
you
mean?
should probably try it.
Oh,
Man,
well.
look, I can't. I
Would
ain't-
you
See,
put
that's
on
what I'm
some
saying.
skates
How can
and
you
get out
ice
there?
skate?
If a motherfucker punch me and knock my teeth out, I'm gonna hit him with the stick.
But you can. It'll be
I
more
don't. I
exciting.
wouldn't give a
He's how I'm
fuck.
gonna use the
You
stick.
can.
You think, boy? That's one thing about black people in hockey. I'm glad we don't, because motherfuckers will be getting hit with
I'm
sticks.
taking them skates off and swinging them on your ass. Nigga.
It's normal for us.
Yeah,
We used to
yeah.
fight with sticks and shit back in our tribal days. You think we gonna put our stick down?
They
gonna be
sit
like,
back in our tribal days.
You sit back in our tribal days.
Yeah, back when we used to have a whole bunch of wives and shit. What happened?
Oh, no, I asked him if he could ice skate. Since you grew up in Chicago.
Chris
so
has been barred from all skating
Oh.
rinks.
Why?
Because he melts
Ice
the
melts
ice
up, yeah.
when he
God,
looks at his
stop.
feet.
Yeah.
He's breathing heavy.
Stop.
One day he fell.
It dropped anyway, so we're
So he
recording.
can't even fuck with glaciers or nothing.
No, he can't.
They don't let Chris in Alaska.
There
Oh,
wasn't no
Lord, here
winter
we
time
go.
in his neighborhood.
Besides, they got him patrolling the city streets, melting the ice. Better than salt.
Motherfuckers, them salt trucks be like, they honk when they see Chris and shit.
Right. That's why he flew back to Philly. He had to clean off the Philly streets.
Anyway, last but not least, but I could throw this one in there. The Comedy Get Down tour. I don't know if you guys know of that, probably. That's
DL?
That's the one with George Lopez, DL Hughley, Cedric, Charlie Murphy, Eddie Griffin.
The homies.
Yeah, it's going to Flint, February
Awesome.
21st, and they're going to give 100% of the proceeds will go towards the charity to help
Awesome.
the water
That's
problem out.
what's
Thank
up.
you, brothers.
That's what's up. Good
What?
move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
100% of the proceeds
Dordt Federal
going
Event
to,
Center.
to Flint.
Look,
All
Let me
those
tell you
guys are paid.
Right. I know they
Well,
paid.
it's already an existing tour. It's going on, and so they decided to make a little
detour.
I know they paid.
Yeah.
Just like the Wounded Warrior Fund, where I brought that shit up. People were sending me all kinds of shit showing how the people in charge of collecting the money was having luxury parties and all like that. I don't believe in no donation shit, especially when it comes to shit that the government is supposed to be taking care of anyway.
Well, now we don't know whose hands they're actually putting it in or who's running this, though.
Why would you have a concert, earn money from the people? Who are you going to give the money to fix the water?
No, they're not fix the water. They can't. I guess it's out of their hands. They're just going to try and give some aid to the existing problem.
Is the governor going to jail?
I think you would be better served with your profits passing the money out in the poor part of town. The proceeds.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Just give it to the people who ain't got no water.
Who are you going to give a check to from the proceeds of that's going to fix the water problem when the people in charge of the fucked up water wanted the water to be fucked up anyway?
Right.
Good point.
That's a good
Good
point.
point. We'll
that's a
hopefully
good
we'll wait and
point.
see. We don't know what they're.
You can't give no donation to nobody. Fuck the Red Cross.
But you're not saying that.
Fuck all them motherfuckers.
You-
I know them motherfuckers at the motherfucking club with that money.
Right.
Donate.
You're not saying that their act or the gesture is bad.
No, he's not shooting
You're
at
just saying
That,
if you give it to a corrupt system, the same system that let the pipes be what they are, because the information that's coming out now is that the governor saw this shit a few years ago.
Yeah.
years ago.
He knew this was a problem and still progressed on.
Well, let's wait and see what happens. What becomes of this? It could have a nice turn.
I mean, I know those guys. The only
That's a
one
good
who I
point.
don't know really, I haven't met is Lopez. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
haven't met him either.
you would be insane to give to a system. That system, whoever takes the check is going to basically try not to laugh in your face.
You giving this to me?
Right.
You know, stop.
We'll take care of it. We're going to make the water better.
Buy these niggas some soda and let's go to Vegas.
Right.
Buy these niggas some soda
Buy 'em some soda.
and let's go to Vegas.
All of the shit, the crooked cops, the fucked up water, all this shit is done on purpose. Anything you donate to this system, you a sucker. I can't even think of one. I can't think of one motherfucking charity. Even the motherfucking what is that shit? The Salvation Army. That ain't shit.
And the cancer ones are the worst.
Oh,
They're the
man.
biggest
Who?
ripoff.
The cancer?
Cancer.
breast
Well, because so many
cancer, all
people,
those.
right, have been
Yeah.
pulling some phony
I mean,
stunts.
trillions.
So
they
sad,
call it
'cause
pink
it's-
washing. All that. Pink
Yeah.
And you never see them fall on TV. But when you saw Katrina happen and the people who was running with the scraps, the TVs and shit, they was embarrassing them on TV
Oh, yeah, they'll
talking
show
about,
coverage
what
now.
was you stealing that TV?
So I can see
remember
the
that
news,
shit?
nigga. See what's going on.
Right, motherfucker, because I thought I can get it.
Right.
I'm fucked up. If I'm in a motherfucking flood and I got a 20 inch, I mean a
About to
40 inch
sell this
TV.
motherfucker.
I'm trying to float with this motherfucker so it don't get wet.
Wow.
The fake Katrina donations, all that shit, they put that on TV, but they don't put these fake ass companies like Wounded Warrior. Right. And I challenge them, motherfucker. Where's the money going? Who getting the money?
I think it's relatively easy to look up. The last I heard was someone like the Red Cross would get, they would use 90% of the donations for what it's for, and then the other 10% is for their administration.
Who
That
told
sounds
you
good.
that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that
That's
sounds good.
it's relatively easy to look up,
And
and I'm
that's all
saying
we got
these
to
are the
go on.
numbers.
Right, that's all we
That's
got
why
to
it's
go on.
easy to look up.
Yeah.
I know when I was in the Army, and I used to see people would get flown by the Red Cross all the time. They had a death in their family, or
Right.
they had anything
Injury,
like that
right.
where they had to get back home, and they didn't have the money.
Red
the Army
Cross.
wouldn't send them. The Army would be like, hey,
Yeah.
that's on you. The Red Cross would be right there. Here you go, whatever you need. So I know the Red Cross is a
Does
little
do
bit
some-
different
yeah.
than a lot of that stuff.
Right.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
They've been around. You know, people have been on them before, I believe.
But that isn't to say that there isn't corruption. There's corruption everywhere. I'm sure there's corruption in the Red Cross. I'm sure there's corruption in, you mentioned the Salvation Army, but the Salvation Army, on the other hand, you can see them actually in the streets feeding homeless and putting people, getting
Man,
people
my homie
apartment
worked for the
buildings.
Salvation Army. All the good shit
What did he do?
is scooped on day one.
What did he
By the
do?
When you drop the good shit off, they take the good shit
Yeah, no.
and they give the motherfuckers who ain't got shit the bullshit.
No, I don't believe that because I shop at the Goodwill, Corey.
And you think you got some
But you
good
don't
shit?
see
I
the
do-
good
I do,
shit get
all the time.
unloaded.
I unload stuff. I
you
give
unload?
pretty decent stuff, and I shop there. Yeah, they
But
have.
look, Darlene will probably get mad because I'm finna say this.
I don't care.
Darlene's idea of good shit is one thing. You see what I'm saying?
Is what?
Is what?
It, like
No, but I'm not into like name brand and like
I get it.
and flossing like Corey.
she took
is.
the words right out my mouth.
I'm not into that, like-
so if somebody gave her a T-shirt that was 100% cotton, she'll be like, "This is nice." You know what I'm saying? This is a cotton shirt, right?
Most of them are cotton. Go ahead,
Corey
Corey.
be cutting up.
Well, no, I'm saying there's some bullshit T-shirts out here. Goddamn. I guess y'all get the
Polyester
point.
blend.
Like,
Well,
Yeah.
back on the donation thing, I think that's why we see such an influx of people every chance they get, just giving directly to the poor. You know what I mean?
Right,
the
directly to
people
the
who
source,
need it,
right?
yeah.
To the
Sometimes, Corey, that's a great point. Sometimes it's just
Man,
best to
look,
give it directly to the people who
if I'm
need
gonna
it.
help some motherfucking kids, I'm gonna go to the school in the hood, and I'm gonna motherfucking buy the kids some shoes.
Right.
I'll buy the whole basketball team some shoes before I donate some shit to a motherfucker.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't trust no motherfucker. If I don't know you, fuck you. And if I know you, fuck you.
Oh.
You asking? I don't know for sure, but it's fuck you in the beginning. But let me see what you're talking about. Cause that GoFundMe shit is gone.
Oh,
That
it's
shit has
just
gotten
gone
so
out
out
of
of
control.
hand.
Oh, yeah.
Out of
What you
control.
Fuck you.
GoFundMe, it's out of control.
That's how I'm looking at you in the beginning. It's like, fuck you. But then I hear your story, and my question mark normally turns into an exclamation
Well,
point.
that's what's
Right.
really
After
sad.
I hear that story.
Right, that's
Right,
what's
right.
really sad is that you need like ultra proof, and it's really sad because back in the day, you didn't even be really, oh my god, and you would not hesitate. Now, man, it's almost like you really
don't-
got to have some kind
All
of.
them motherfuckers with the car, the hood open, talking about, I need some cash. I ride past them motherfuckers. I say, fuck you as I'm passing by.
And don't forget the fucking African emails.
Oh, how do people
Oh, them.
how do they
Hello.
even fall for that stuff still?
Yo, they be fucking up
Do
on
it.
the
Do
word.
it, Freeze.
Hello, we are in dire straits. We have a large fortune that I need to put into your account
They fall for it.
immediately.
How much money is it?
$25 million.
Yo, I got a homie.
They be doing it.
I got a homie that's Mexican, right?
Oh, shit.
They claim they was born in the States, but I kind of am doubting that because they told me a story the other day. They got this thing in the mail that said, I won. I got this thing that said I won either $100,000, a 2016 car,
Here we go.
or a free cruise. I said, really?
Oh.
So yeah. All I gotta do is go in and they had to test drive the car, right? So he test drives the car, and they come back and say, well, you didn't get the car, okay? You didn't get the cruise, but you definitely won the $100,000.
But now you have to.
All we need is your
All
bank
we need
information.
is
How
your
old is
mother's
this
social
person?
security number.
He had to. He won like a chance to get $100,000, like lottery
Oh,
tickets.
He was put in a pool.
He was Mexican though. I mean, I don't know if that's because he I
easily
think he was
fall for
from
that.
Mexico because he claimed he was born.
So what information did he give?
I feel lucky.
What information did he give?
Because you had to give some information to win it, right?
Yeah, you had to fill out to test drive the car.
Yeah, because they
gotta,
want you to.
do all
They'll
kinda-
put you in the system, and now he's gonna forever get mail. Ugh.
I keep winning these contests.
Listen, everybody. Whenever a stranger is talking to you and you know you ain't shit, just know that you ain't
Just
shit.
stop
Don't
and
nobody
ask
normally
yourself,
talk to you.
Am I shit?
Right.
Oh, we have some regulars. We have some regular gypsies in the area where I'm living at right now. Oh, they're the worst. We got in arguments with them several times. We're like, we just seen you the other day. Don't use your kids. Don't use your kids. The dude is sitting in the car waiting for her. She's out there doing the work with the kids.
I ain't got nothing against that.
No, I'll be hitting them. I'll be killing them because every time I see him, I say, "Hey, Gypsy! Ah, Gypsy brother! Hey, Gypsy!"
They be
fuck
pulling
you,
out.
freeze. Get out quick, get. He blew out the cover. Fuck out, Gypsy.
If you know you ain't shit and somebody is offering you something that's worth more than your life, you know it's
too good to be true.
If somebody say, I got $100,000 for you, I want you to look at who you are. You know you ain't shit. Come on.
You don't deserve that $100,000.
You're not supposed to say you not shit, but you know you ain't shit. Ain't nobody got nothing for you. Ain't nobody
terrible.
got nothing for you. Right. Go to work and go home. That's your life. God damn it.
It's terrible.
Work at that Orange Julius.
Damn. Do
What?
they still have them, right?
Dude, where's the Orange Julius in
Tasty
LA?
Freeze. You done took us back.
They just opened one in Flint. God damn it.
That shit is still around?
Wow.
It blends in with the water where you can't taste that other part that good.
Stop.
Orange Julius has a metallic taste.
This
From Flint Orange.
is Orange Julius Max.
Yeah, they don't even have to blend it to get the foam.
Anyway, all right, so we're going to take a little pussy-ass break. We'll be back. We got motherfuckers popping through the show on our motherfucking ass and shit.
Yeah.
5150, we'll be back, you motherfuckers. Chris, you got the internet back up? All right, we'll be back.
Way too easy for these jokers. For these jokers. Way too easy for these jokers.
Yo, slow and steady, the kids equipped and ready. That says LOC's trying to keep the ship steady. What you been doing, Sav? Shit be getting ready to carry the city on me. Y'all niggas is pretty heavy, hold up. Fuck it though, I'm going in. Been gone for a minute, but niggas been asking for some more again. I admit, I've been gone for a while. Grew up in South Park, no Eric, Kitty, Cartman, or Kyle. Making noise like I turned to my dial. Tribulations and trials, I just gotta thank God and I smile. Got enough gas to go the extra mile. Been in the lab cooking up a formula that I keep in a hidden file. Cooking up, it's a kitchen war. Leave you in a reservoir, battle axe ready with a scimitar. Never thought I would've made it this far. Fell down, got up with scrape bruises and a couple scars, nigga.
Way too easy for these jokers. Way too easy for these jokers.
Find my way to the top till I got a bird's eye view. Remember Sunday sitting in the first church pew. PK kids for real, children's church was a crew. I've had a calling on my life since the age of 2. I'm trying to answer it, but the call keep dropping. Nana want me saved, but I keep switching topics. Settle down, boys, stop making all that racket. Drown if you want to, better have a life jacket. That's why I rehearse all these verses. Figured out my purpose, no need to be nervous. This gift of mine brings a couple of curses. It's why every beat I get, I just leave them rehearses. Keep the cross on me like medical nurses. I need that money back quick like I'm snatching up purses, nigga. Coolest cat on the fucking surface. No shirt or shoes, boy, and I still get service.
Way too easy for these jokers. For these jokers. Way too easy for these jokers.
Say what? Yeah. Yo, nigga, it's the young puppet that action. Divide niggas, add them up, eliminate them all like subtraction. The kid is getting cheese, I'm very easy with the mackin'. Bumping on this beat like it got fists and we dapping. To fill my home court and we posted in the streets. And these boys is all spooked like ghosts with holes in they sheets. Strategic with the lyrics, tactical maneuvers. And I'm a funny guy with the factual humor. And niggas always talking shit with no facts to they rumors. Money on my mind like I'm growing an actual tumor. Funky underground shit like I live in a sewer. Bad luck from black cats, I've been running with pumas, nigga. I'm making shit to rap to make it shift to rap. A hip-hop addict and I'll hop on a basic track. Put my opinion on it, bet I make that bitch slap. Went through hell, my nigga, and I'm the select few that made it back.
Way too easy for these.
Hey, it's big, it's big, it's big. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, it's big. Ooh, oh. She knew what the facts was, the status, the average nigga, not me.
No.
She knew it from the start. I doubt the first night, so bitch, what it be? And when she catch feelings, I stand on her. Dang. When she drop it down, throw a grand on her. Cause tonight is going down. Bitch, I'm about to buy another round. She knew what the facts was. She knew what the facts was, the status. Most niggas just now getting, I've been had it. Rockstar life, I'm addicted to living lavish. Price tag, Papa tell Boosie I'm the baddest. Money, I got to have it. Diamonds in my wrist, so sick. So many carats, you thought I was a rabbit. Riding up in traffic, in the Lamborghini with the dough. So much money, you thought I had a genie. And you really need me. So you tell him pimping, you gon' fuck me, suck me, please me, and tease me. But
You know what your problem is?
Tell us.
You want to be me. I mean, you don't with a game.
Where's my cell phone?
Let me know when we back next.
I think I left my phone.
This is smooth ass beat.
Damn.
You ever be up a girl house and you be in a rush to get the fuck up out that motherfucker and you leave your phone?
Yeah, man.
Damn. It's a fucked up feeling, goddamn, especially when she got that key code where she ain't buzzing you right in.
Right.
You know she going through that motherfucker. Wrote a song about it, it's like this. Oh, left my phone at her crib. Yes, I did. Left my phone at her crib. Bitch, don't go through it. Left my phone at her crib. Yes, I did.
Oh.
Hold up. Bitch, don't go through it. Freeze.
Now she's got it in her hand and she's scrolling down.
Scrolling down.
Looking through my pictures. It's going down.
Bitch, it's going down.
Gonna see what I did last weekend.
When I said I was over there.
And you're gonna see a picture of your friend. Oh,
Bitch, left my phone at your crib. Yes, I did. Left my phone at your crib.
I can't believe I did it.
Don't do it. Left my phone at your crib.
Wow.
Don't go through it.
Left my phone at your crib.
Ooh, check it out. Got up too fast that day when I washed up in the sink.
Oh, shit.
I need to slow down so I can motherfucking think. Left my phone up this bitch crib. I don't even know her. Man, I should have blew her. She going through my contacts because I ain't got the shit set up where you need a code to go through that motherfucker. Left my phone at your crib. Yes, I did. Left my phone at your crib. Yeah. You stupid bitch.
What's her problem? You left it.
Bitch, don't go through it. We gonna perfect one of these songs,
man. God damn it.
No, and the hook's gonna be next time. Lock your screen.
Now, you know what be happening when we do these songs? It be niggas like, hey, Corey, man, let me have this song. Let me write some shit on that, man. Let me make a video, nigga. I'm sending this form to you. Fill this out. Let me have this shit. Get your pussy ass out of here, nigga. Anyway.
Oh, man.
Well, that shit is fucked up. All right, so look. While we all right here, I want to talk about some shit that I want everybody to weigh in on. It's called mental tranquility. That's sort of like what I want to talk about. Are you in a relationship with somebody and basically they run your life? Sometimes you are in a situation where you with a motherfucker and you like their ass, you love them, but they the type of motherfuckers who try to run you. What the fuck does the average person do about that? Because they got counseling and shit, but the counselor is normally on the side of, in my opinion, the weaker person. If you're the stronger person, which is normally the man, I'm talking about physically, they want you to cater. I feel like the psychiatrists, if that's what they're called, they have been trained to make you take that, I guess it's testosterone, and put it in your pocket for the rest of your life. So if you're in a situation with somebody like a woman who's aggressive and try to run you, you're wrong in most situations for being aggressive back.
But
that's my opinion.
Wait, what now?
I just saw your face. You were like,
now I watch Dr. Phil and I watch the shit he does. And every once in a while, he'll say something to a woman about how she fucking up. Because when he first came on the scene, before he had the TV show, he didn't give a fuck what he said. He spoke from the heart.
Somebody
Now,
said something to him.
He has to speak from the sponsors. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The sponsors are saying, no, Dr. Phil.
Yeah, you're not sensitive enough.
Right. You have to cater to I don't want
Johnson and Johnson.
Right.
The motherfucker
I don't want to say
be at home watching this bullshit.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, Dr. Phil, his show when it first started, he didn't walk off stage with his wife. But then there were divorce rumors in the air, and then all of a sudden his wife is right there as he walks off the show. And me being a man, of course, I don't know that for sure. I don't know this for sure, but it just looks like he's been bought.
But that happens in a lot of cases. You can even say, I think certain athletes as well are pressured, and they end up getting married, and they before they get their big endorsements, what have you. Next thing you know, they're married right away to somebody, their childhood sweetheart or their college sweetheart, and they claim it's a better look. I don't think it's. They may not have really wanted to do that. I think a lot of times it happens because it's a so-called better look for them to have a family already.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like this. Motherfuckers who try to run people, it's just a matter of time before that person
can't take it.
It comes out. It's like it's the pressure. Shake a pop up in the summertime when it pop real hot. Throw the bottle in there, let it land, see what happens.
Yeah,
it's almost like a missile. God damn it! That's what's happening whenever you're trying to get somebody to do something that they don't really want to do. And I'm just saying, the reason I'm trying to bring it up is because I feel like in a lot of relationships today, when you're around a woman who is aggressive like that and always get somebody to do something they don't want to do, like go to church, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to the store, like, give me this or whatever. Nobody's really talking about the detrimental effects that causes, because this domestic violence thing, nobody's making excuses for motherfuckers getting their ass whooped. But nobody's talking about what leads to an ass whooping.
No, these are good points.
There's a lot of guys who are not bad guys. They really don't have criminal records, but then they're in a situation with a woman and it's like all of a sudden they're a felon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I put it out there.
Hey, and it goes the other way too. I'm sure there's a lot of felons out there who know that they can't do nothing.
Oof.
And they're with a woman that knows they can't
that
do
too.
nothing.
And gets pushed.
Will press the buttons and say, hit me. Go on and hit me. Yeah, the police right on speed dial.
The number one reason for failed relationships is lack of conflict resolution skills. And if you're in a situation with somebody that's pushing you, you should be trying to get out of that situation. When I say pushing you, I mean negatively pushing you, like trying to push your buttons, trying to control you, because you can't change that kind of person.
It's interesting you say that. Zoe, most of the time when Zoe say shit, I agree with him. But Zoe, I think the number one reason for failed relationships are lying. And when you allow somebody to pimp what you do, you're lying to them. You get what I mean?
Wait, say more.
And then it comes out normally in frustration because you've been lying to them, allowing them to push you into doing something that you don't want to do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That builds up resentment and all kind of shit.
Placating.
Honesty is what will keep people together.
Yeah.
If you don't have a situation where you can be honest with that person, then that relationship is walking on the trampoline.
No, I agree.
So let's say, for example, you're a man who doesn't believe or subscribe to monogamy, and maybe you're married, and but you say to your wife that, I love you, but you're not important enough to make me have to pretend that I believe something I don't, or act a certain way. I'm not going to compromise how I know to be as a man to satisfy your ego. You know what I mean? And you're not going to control me with your emotions or the fear of what you're going to do, or if your feelings going to be hurt, if you're going to leave. I'm not going to be controlled by that, kind of thing.
But Rita, what you just said right there, I mean, it's something that I feel like people need to be trained to talk that way. But
because they got fear, they don't want to.
That's what I was saying. In reality, there's only a select few
that can
who are
bold
enough to say that without being trained that way.
Right.
So, are we living in a society where we are trained even more fucked up than you can even imagine? Because you should be able to say exactly what she said to the person you're with.
Well, that's where that saying comes from, and it's been thrown out there more so lately. They've got no home training, and that's what happens. They've got what are they looking at? What are they seeing? Let alone a mother or a father that's actually trying to teach their kids somewhat the right thing in a relationship, but actually showing it.
Well, let me say this.
They don't get that. They don't.
Men,
You don't. How? Where are the homes? Where are the two dynamics in the home lately?
I know why men lie to their woman.
Why?
Why?
Because they don't want no other man touching their woman.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
That's the truth.
Here
in
we
my
go.
Opinion.
Speak on it.
Motherfuckers lie and say whatever they have to secure the mind of the woman that they have cuffed.
But you just said to be honest. You said
No,
the key
I did say that. I said I feel like we should be trained in the way where Rita said in the beginning, you tell a person this what it is.
Right.
Because if you don't do it in the beginning, later on it's gonna be harder to
You
tell
don't
them.
start out straight, and you don't start out crooked and end up straight.
Yeah, because you invested a lot into people.
See, a lot of people, why that happens, I feel, is because people, number one, aren't being honest with themselves from the beginning.
From the beginning.
You know, if you don't want to be in that type of relationship, but you acting like you do from the beginning, you lying to that person, definitely. But more importantly, you lying to yourself.
That's why I say lying is the number one cause. Because Freeze, what I'm saying is there's a selfishness that comes with being a man, especially I say the average man in America. You want to do what you do, and you don't want the person who you care about
to do
nothing. That's the weakness in us as men in America. If you ask me, it's some shit that you know what I'm saying. I have shame about that shit. You don't want that motherfucker you with doing shit, but you gonna do some shit.
But as long as you giving the person the option to fuck with you on your terms or not, you're empowering them, and that honesty is it's a turn on. You know,
it's a turn on, but it's so rare.
And
so
women,
rare.
we know the truth is not going to be the prettiest thing you ever heard. You know what I'm saying? But you can respect that. Yeah.
Could you repeat that?
Yeah. The truth is not going to be the prettiest thing you heard, but women can respect that and respect it. And love grows out of respect.
Only in the beginning do you get to be honest with a woman. You can't tell her later on this what it is.
Yeah.
Because
they'll say, wait, you weren't like that in the beginning. Right.
Because the relationship is already molded off of how you started it.
And they'll be like, you led me. I was attracted to this.
But I want to ask Rita and Darlene something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Why do women who know what it is in the beginning feel like their journey with that man is to mold him into what they want him to be, even though in the beginning he said what it was? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why can't women control their feelings and be accountable on that end?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of women like that because they run off emotion. But me per se, I think that's why too. I'm having a problem finding somebody to be with on what I'm attracted to on my terms. But when I do break up with somebody, and they don't like me being honest with them, but I do tell them, look, I'm not mad at you, and I've never been angry at anybody when it ended. I said, you know what, you showed me in the beginning. I chose to stay down with you for this little bit of time, and now I can't. I realize it's not gonna be fair. I mean, seriously, all my breakups, I've had to do it, and I said, I'm just trying to be fair. I said, I don't like that, and I don't want to have to keep bitching at you about that. You're not supposed to change. That's just who you are. I'm not even mad at that. I saw that, and I thought I was gonna, and I get out of it right away, and I tell people, no, I'll be cordial when I see you. I don't hate you. I'm not mad at you.
You want to respond?
No. I mean, when a man is just coming to you with his truth and let the chips fall where they may, it's what it is. I roll with that.
I think that it's wise to tell a woman, all you fellas out there, listen. Like, be honest in the beginning.
From jump.
In that statement where I don't expect you to stay with this. Yeah. I expect you to grow weary of who I am soon. So don't expect me to do shit that shows commitment to you. Because you'll be around a girl and she wants you, like, because you know what I'm saying? Especially if you start caring about each other and shit. But in the back of your head the whole time, you know it. I'm not doing what she want me to do. So this is going to end. This isn't forever. You have the feeling the whole time. So it's like, what I feel like we talking about right now is training people to deal with what it really is in society.
Exactly.
Because you go crazy and lose your mind when you motherfucking then put a whole bunch of time and effort into people, and it's hard when, like Darlene said, the woman come to you later on and say, "Well, I've had my fill of this."
But that's
I'm
why
about ready to go.
That's why I try to do it
This is
ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to do it ASAP. I don't want to.
You know, people
that time.
are kind of caught up with, you know, what is supposed to be, or, you know, what's right, what's wrong. There's no what's right or wrong. It's just based on whatever the understanding is that you have with that person. And don't nobody need to understand what that is except those people in
That's
the
it,
relationship.
Yeah.
But a lot of people worry about what other people think of how they look if they know, you know, the
Right.
details of the situation.
That's real. I think that's real. Worried about what other motherfuckers think.
That's
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah.
Because if people were trained,
The outside influences,
Right.
outside voices, outside
Yeah.
agendas.
right, baby, goddamn
Yeah.
it, fuck what these people think. You supposed to suck my dick in
Oh,
public. That's how we
oh
said it.
my!
They don't count. They ain't with us.
They wasn't with us
Here we go.
We made this agreement.
Here we
at
go.
the mall.
No, but
Right.
you know what? You're to go on something you brought up, Rita, when you said, but when there is a guy that does that and they come forth and they actually, I'm telling you, out of like the 14, 15 years I've been out there dating, one person did that and gave it right up in the beginning and said, listen, you're not gonna like what I got here, blah 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 blah, and that's homeboy, and that's why I still respect him. That's Marcellus. He was cool.
Who's homeboy?
Marcellus, remember I told you the story before when he was right up front and said, this is what I'm about, this is where I'm at, this is what I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah.
You might not like it, but I dig you and let's hang.
Was
It's up
that
to you.
pre-pussy or was that post-pussy when
It
he
was
said
in the
that?
very beginning. We went on 3 actual dates, Corey. Like,
So was that pre-pussy
none
or
of your own
post-pussy?
business, but it was
Post-pussy. That sounds like
but
a
it was
post-pussy
up front.
comment.
So, Corey,
It was up front and it
you
was.
ain't shit. That
Oh,
was a
stop!
chick way
It
of
was up
telling
front
motherfucker
and
to
it was
get the fuck
reiterated plenty of times.
okay, back to what you said, Corey. How you said the woman, she's gonna get weary of that because she wants it. If you that nigga, the woman's gonna be like, I'm with it. I'm with you. If you that nigga, I'm with it.
You mean if he got money?
No. If you that nigga, we know. No,
Fuck that
I'm not
shit.
here to define
Ain't
what
no
that
broke
nigga.
nigga gonna be
No,
able to
no.
come 100.
Well, I'm just saying.
I don't know
I'm just
about
saying.
that. I
don't know.
beg to
I've
differ.
seen some-
I
I've
beg
seen
to
a
differ on
couple.
that one.
I've seen a couple. I got a couple homies that be broke.
Man,
and
I got some
stay in the
homies
mix.
that's the greatest in the world.
Stay in the mix.
But
I'll
they
be like,
they
"How?"
can't hang in there. The motherfucker that hang in there with them is the motherfucker with the least amount of options. If you got a girl
Right.
who got options and you popped off, and that's fucked up society is like this. I don't give a fuck what you doing. She gonna give you your walking papers eventually because if she got options, it's too many opportunities.
True. Well, I don't know.
I'm talking about it could be the best, good-hearted, good fucking nigga, whatever. Nigga, if you on the bus, you gotta fuck a bitch on the bus. That's the motherfucker gonna be with you. Somebody on your level that's popped off, ain't used to shit. If you a good-hearted, good fucking man who dating a girl who used to certain shit, even if she like you, she not gonna stay with you because she know what she missing.
Yeah, no, I mean, you not that nigga just because a girl like you. It's a respect thing. You know, it's
Even if
more
she
to
respect
it.
you,
I mean,
if you broke,
okay,
in your
okay,
40s,
well, yeah, don't be broke.
it's
yeah.
been what?
Oh, now you're gonna add some stipulations to it.
No,
So
I'm saying
in their
especially
40s.
when you older. When you're older, especially even if you're the type of dude who has been grinding, making moves, it's just it hasn't paid off yet.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you,
Yeah.
you gotta fuck with a bitch on Section 8.
do.
You need a bitch impressed by Red Lobster. Bitch, Red Lobster, she keep the glass. She get some extra biscuits.
You
and
get
shit.
the special drink that you get.
Right. She had the biscuits.
Wearing the
I can take some biscuits home. You bullshit.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Motherfuckers got to be real with yourself, man. Date somebody on your level. I mean, try to be serious with somebody on your level financially. And if you can go out there and smash the motherfuckers who used to certain shit, congratulations to you.
Right.
But you can't.
How long
Look,
is that gonna last? Huh?
Look, I'm talking about, let's just say, the girl who divorced
Who?
I'm trying to think of any celebrity. What's a celebrity that got divorced? Master P wife. I'm not dissing Master P or nothing like that. I got respect for Master P, but I'm just saying Master P and his wife, they are breaking up.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, they are.
Now she got money.
Right.
Or she gonna
Well,
have
she's
money.
claiming that she doesn't.
She's gonna have money because of the way the court system works.
Right.
So even if she start dating a motherfucker she like that's broke, he not gonna be able to stay with her because she done seen what boss ass niggas do. I'm just saying, boss ass niggas.
But
you free hearted with money when you a boss nigga because you don't respect it most of the time.
Right.
You be at the club throwing money away. You don't give a fuck.
Right.
When women are around guys like that, it changes them. They can't be with a regular dude.
Certain women.
Rita, do you agree or disagree?
I mean, I don't respect a man's money more than I respect, his character, his manhood, and that kind of thing,
I believe
me
that you,
but
I believe
yeah,
that Darlene and most women with a moral stance
But
likes
that's not
to be around a respectable man.
And that's not the majority out there. I hear what you're saying.
If he's respectable and broke,
yeah,
I can't see motherfuckers sticking it out with
I mean,
him. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying it's very rare that a woman is able to be around a man
here's
who
the difference.
has nothing.
Okay, here's the difference.
Later in life, and she been around
a
something.
man who's broke is different than a man who. I mean, he got to have something in the pot.
Is he broke? But is he?
I was going to say now we have to define what broke is.
Yeah. Right? Is he a broke lazy dude?
Is people,
or is he a broke guy that's like really trying and you respect that? I mean.
Well, I'm not talking about
because you could be a man of substance.
There you go, trying to
and not have any money.
You can be
I'm
broke.
Going to share my peanut butter and jelly sandwich with you.
Right.
You could be broke because you invest
character.
every bit of what you make into what you're trying to build.
Exactly. Right. I'm not here to
say
who's the good person, who's the bad person. I'm here to say my observation has led me to this point.
Well, I mean, it's quite clear. We live in a capitalist society.
Broke motherfuckers can fuck any motherfucker. I'm not taking that away from any man. You could be on the bus and fuck a motherfucking movie star. But I'm talking about to maintain a woman
to stay down with
used to
well,
shit.
to maintain a woman, of course.
That's
you don't have a chance against a motherfucker who can come through and knock all that fucking stress that comes from providing. I call it provider's anxiety. If you get that
provider's anxiety.
Well, now wait,
provider's anxiety.
No, that's real.
That's that.
I like that. That's cold.
The man who out here busting his ass, working to make sure that roof is over their head.
Now go
that
even.
Comes with anxiety.
Now go further into that. Are you telling me that what you just described is the definition of a man to some women?
What I'm saying is this. I can't word it like that, so. But what I will say is basically just almost like what you're saying. When you see how easy it is to live in a situation with a motherfucker who got shit, who handles shit like it ain't nothing, it's really hard for you, being a woman with options, to fuck with a motherfucker who on ground zero financially.
So let me ask the question.
So do it all come down to money? No. But most of it does.
So is she in relationship with him or his wallet?
I'll put it to you like this. If they didn't have laws where courts split the money up when people get divorced, most women would never leave their husband if he got money.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No,
when I say that?
okay, right.
If she wasn't, according to the law, entitled to money he has,
right,
he would be able to fuck hoes in the bathroom. And she'd be like, "You stupid."
Well, she would have to deal with it.
I'm gonna wash the sink out when y'all through.
she would just have to deal with it.
And I ain't saying they all materialistic, but what I'm saying is, when a woman ain't got to worry about, I got to go out here and get a job too. You know what I'm saying? That man has the advantage over the hard-working man who like, look, bitch, you got to get out here and serve these tables at the Waffle House.
So there's a book
covered in...
Well, most of the time, and if it's that kind of scenario, if it's at that point, though, that's not that common either. Most of the time, the two people have an agreement or a good thing to go on about what they're who they're dealing with in the beginning, Corey. You're talking about like if something happens later, but I'm saying most people, when they start dating, you already come to that conclusion on who you're dealing with.
Money can't keep a woman. Money can't keep a woman.
Right? Wouldn't you? You already know. You don't.
Money can't keep a woman.
So
I'm here to tell you, it'll help you get one.
Oh, for sure.
I'm talking about the one you want.
Yeah, there's research out here that explains. When you look at the divorce rate, couples who have money take longer to divorce. Couples who don't have money,
because they're
divorce sooner.
What's
so what advice would you give to women? Because I would tell a woman like this.
No, I wouldn't
fuck with a motherfucker you respect. Because when it really boils down to it, that's the motherfucker who you can get through issues with.
Exactly.
You respect him enough.
I wouldn't.
Okay, go ahead. So
I wouldn't. Your opinion. I'm sorry, brother. I wouldn't tell the women anything because it's in their favor already. The way society is. There's a book out that every man should get and read. It's written by a woman, Helen Smith. It's called Men on Strike. And this book brings up all the empirical data that explains how fatherhood, marriage, all of it is a bad deal for men in the new millennium. It's a bad deal because if you get married to somebody and have kids with them and the relationship doesn't work out, by default, she's probably going to get the kids. By default, she's probably going to get the house. And if you're not making a certain amount of money that you were making to maintain all of that, you could also run the risk of going to jail because you default on whatever financial obligations that you have. So marriage, family, all of that is now being seen as a bad deal for men.
I was just going to elaborate on that.
You better make sure you fucking with a girl that's down for you, regardless of what the fuck happened.
But what is she down for?
Yo,
you said it perfectly. Down for you. This is why I said earlier, who is she married to? Who is she dating? Is she dating your wallet? Is she dating your potential? What is she dating?
Is she dating your spirit?
Is she dating her agenda? You got to find out what she's in it for.
If you don't have a spiritual foundation, if that's not your foundation, it's gonna vary all the time.
But yo, check it out. This all boils down to smarts, wit.
Yeah.
The average person is not gonna be able to figure all this out.
Nah, but that's something.
I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm not talking about a person who's. I'm talking about. The average person out there, when you walk out there in the street, they're not going to be able to figure out who's really down for them. So the system is set up to take advantage of most people.
Absolutely.
And give yourself a chance to go through a few things with that person before you do lock them down. They were saying that getting married has dropped. Not a lot of people are rushing to get
because it's
married.
Not a good deal. It's integrated into society as a business contract. And at the end of the day, that business deal favors the woman.
Back in the day,
if y'all stay together, cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep him. But when you break up, first you have to understand in terms of family, the number one indicator for success and wealth is marriage. But the number one indicator for broke and impoverishment is divorce.
The number one indicator of destruction is when Caucasian people have entered into your business. I'm talking about with marriage.
Yeah.
I'm talking about with finances.
Yeah.
I'm talking about whatever. If you are not Caucasian and Caucasian people are ruling over your shit, you are fucked. As a union.
Well, that goes back to what you mentioned earlier today about the court system. $50 billion a year annually. I had a family law attorney tell me, she said, dude, we make money off of what you guys can't handle.
That bitch lied.
That's what she said. She said, when y'all can't deal with it, we'll come in. And she said, as a lawyers...
That's a lawyer talking bitch.
But let me just tell you what she said.
I don't like that statement because what she say, we make money off what they can't handle.
What y'all can't handle.
No, bitch. The reason you make money is because laws are set for you to interfere with the union of a man and woman, because if they had to figure it out on their own, they would.
Well, Corey, they do.
No question.
And they do.
But what she said was, she said, now, when it comes to conflict in your relationship, she was like, if y'all can't handle it, and this is why I said the number one thing that will save a relationship is conflict resolution skills. They know you don't have conflict resolution skills. She knows that. So what she said was, as lawyers are trained for win-lose situations. So when we come in, we automatically separate the family because somebody got to lose. This is why the family law court said, okay, we're going to not use lawyers so much. We're going to bring in mediators.
Same motherfucker.
So the mediator can get a win-win.
People. The dumbest motherfuckers in the world, if they knew they didn't have no option but to get the fuck away from each other, that's what they would do. But because they know there's other options, like lawyers and other shit that's set up to interfere and hustle the relationship.
Oh, this is great.
That's why it's all fucked up.
No, this is great. Where you going?
In other countries where they'll call it like a third world nation or whatever, people get the fuck away from each other when they realize they can't make it together.
So,
I'm
Corey,
talking about the dumbest motherfucker.
You got to give us this now. How does one divorce each other without bringing in them people?
In this country, it's set up through paperwork where to divorce somebody, you got to check with Big Brother.
Ooh, that's true.
Other places,
you can't just leave each other.
Right, where Big Brother ain't involved, it's a genuine breakup because motherfuckers realize this shit ain't working. We'll kill each other.
Right.
Let's get the fuck away from each other.
Right.
Unless you know who you're dealing with. I didn't go that route.
Well, women aren't as quick to take the chance in other countries with a man because there are countries where your husband can kill you. You get what I'm saying? So if they fucking with a motherfucker, it's for real. You get what I'm saying? It's like, or it's more of a,
but
okay,
in those...
I can't play with this shit. My life is at stake. If I'm gonna be around this man, it's different. And women, I feel like that you're not gonna make a bullshit choice. You're not gonna be at doing some shit because you feel like doing it.
But in those countries,
when you ain't around them for 3 years and you call them up, you be like, hey, what's been up? I'm married again. You stupid bitch. I'll call you back in 2 years.
So let me ask you this, Corey, because you mentioned women in other countries and how they behave towards their husbands, because their husbands have a different kind of freedom, I guess. Are those women faking the funk in those relationships because they know they might run up against something?
My opinion, it's people who fake everywhere you go in the world, but I'm just saying the risk is different where the laws are set up where you can't run down to motherfucking Mr. Feinstein office or like this. When girls are in court, they could be wrong as all outdoors. They own the right-hand side of the motherfucking courthouse. Most of the time, the men are on the left-hand side.
In the defendant's chair.
Of the courthouse.
They not sitting in the plaintiff's seat.
This could be a bitch who motherfucking...
They sitting in the defendant's chair. I see it.
So it's like, it's a cold world out here. It's called conquer and divide, right? Divide and conquer.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you marry
that's good shit.
When you marry with a state license, you're actually marrying the state. The state is a third party because your marriage is a corporation.
And they all have different
and then not only that, they're like the primary part of it. So they own the fruits of that that's why they
That
can come in your
union.
house and take your kids.
That's
if
why
you
you
don't
come. I was
vaccinate
gonna say that's why you come get your kids.
That's why you gotta
Dementia
go
kids.
through that system, because all their family members and lawyers and stuff gotta eat too. You know, so that's why they divide. So
let's do a show.
there's ways to get married or to marry each other without a state license. You don't need to have that.
But that license helps
It's the
regulate
license.
your
Yes,
relationship
yes.
and your
That's
home.
what gives them jurisdiction to roll up on you.
So we need to have a show next week
Yeah.
where we basically are going through what they are signing up for as they are unionized by the state.
Yeah, they own.
Because most people do not even have that type of information in their head, and we need to put it out there so people can understand following what is on television, voting, education,
All that stupid shit.
getting I mean, and when I say education, I'm not talking about reading and
math.
enlightening yourself.
Right.
I'm talking about signing up for something because you are told this is what you are supposed to do.
You're
Right,
programmed.
they're quick
by
to jump
that
and
and
go to the
socialize.
courthouse. They're really quick to do that.
Yeah.
They really don't know what they're getting themselves
They,
into.
life is a fairy tale. and shit.
Or make it even a broader statement to add on to what Darlene is saying when she says they don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Exactly.
They don't know what they're getting their family
Right.
into.
Ooh.
Because you might go to the court for your grievance, but once they start digging, once they open up a case, once they start paying attention, they gonna look at you too. They gonna look at whoever you got the grievance against. They gonna look at you. They gonna bring everything in.
I was
And that should
impressed.
stay open until they find something.
I was impressed with Master P when he showed up in court, and all of the kids were standing on the left side with him. But the wife, who obviously is on her fed up side of the game, with whatever it may be,
The fed up side of the game.
fed up side of the game, she's on the right.
Right.
And she's looking away from her family because she's like, this ain't about that right now. Now, after she gets the money that she's after, because that's the only way you will be in court, standing on the right-hand side and your whole family is on the left-hand side, then she'll try to mend fists with the children. You get what I mean when I say that?
Oh, yeah.
It's a cold world, man, how they motherfucking got people split up, and the reason they're able to split you up is because of money. The shit we was talking
Always
about.
It boils down to it at the end of the day. All
Thank
the
you,
time.
D.
Well,
Money makes a difference.
anything you do that is deemed a crime, where you get a charge on it, is going to result in money.
Yeah.
No matter what, that's how. They
Even
think,
if it's
yeah.
abuse, if it's whatever, if it's divorce, if whatever, it's going to be a dollar amount
to get out of trouble.
To get out of it.
Somebody said I'm Corey's snack dealer.
They said I drive a 1990 Chrysler LeBeau Landau.
Not the Landau.
The Landau, pimp.
Back page $80 on point. That's real shit. That's bottom line. If you
It's
don't know
almost
about
like you got to do those kind of transactions.
people will look at you like you ain't shit, but if you go on back page, you might have an undesirable lady knocking at the door in about 40 minutes, but she don't want nothing but her 80 motherfucking dollars.
And that's it. She'll be on her way.
She got her ride. There's a nigga out there waiting on her. It might be her man. That's their understanding, like Rita say. You go in there, you fuck that nigga. If he ain't got that 80, here go the code. Do that on the window. I'm coming through that motherfucker blast.
Get my 80. Not you. Not her out and get his $80.
It's all about the paper.
Yeah.
Shit,
I'm not going to help you out. I
I
just
got
want
to
my
get
money.
my plates, motherfucker. My tags registered. Anyway. All right, so fuck it. We talk that shit today.
We should come do that. That would be a great topic.
Yeah.
I mean, I really think that people need to be walked through the process, exactly what they're getting into with a state-sanctioned relationship.
Your boy Kev is the one to talk about that.
Kevin.
And don't forget
He
that
love that
each
shit.
state there's some that have some very different laws.
A whole different
Yeah,
get
in
there.
states where it's illegal to fuck somebody in the ass, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
No, I'm
sodomy.
saying they
Sodomy
on
is
all
still-
this
yeah.
motherfucking gay rights shit, but I don't give a fuck. Obama will not be moving to Utah.
All right. Well,
No ass fucking in Utah. Old girl Amber Rose would have went to jail for violating Kanye in Utah. That's a violation.
Oh.
What?
he said he doesn't do those type of things.
What, the finger in the ass?
He said, I don't do those type of things. Me and
Kanye, my nigga.
Here we go.
You done had a finger in your ass.
Yeah, he don't want people to talk about
And
it.
it wasn't the doctor.
Right, right.
It was some long pointy nails.
He's strong. He said that shit. He's strong.
Right.
You're like, come on.
A fuck a thumb. Use that middle finger in that motherfucker.
His thumb is strong.
That's fucked up. She put that shit on blast. That's one thing. I'm gonna tell you one thing about women. When they get mad at you, they gonna say some shit that you wish they wouldn't have never said.
And in that case,
when they get mad at your motherfucking ass, they gonna be like, "What? Motherfucker."
The chat room, Kanye Yeast. Oh God. Damn. Oh man. They got to do that Michael Jackson shit. Michael Jackson made sure everybody signed that. What is that? Non-disclosure. Like, you come to his house for some KFC, non-disclosure. You gotta make niggas sign that shit.
You can make motherfuckers sign the shit,
And they can still say something and then just get,
they
whatever.
ain't got shit to lose. They don't give a fuck. What you gonna sue me for?
I think what's his name did pretty well. What's my man? Dwight Howard.
And there's a lot of
His baby mama say anything.
and a lot of J-Lo's
She'll
exes
fuck her
too.
checkup.
She
A lot of
got to pay $500,000.
A lot of J-Lo's exes too. None of them. They can't do books. They can't do this and that. Yeah.
I'm sure Oprah Winfrey got a gag.
On Gayle and
You don't
Homeboy.
get to say shit.
'Cause
You
they're
got to get an
married.
ironclad
She never married Homeboy. Yeah. She's smart.
non-disclosure agreement.
She's smart. She didn't marry
I don't give
Homeboy.
a fuck. They tried to make me sign some disclosure agreement at the Foxhole. I mean, when Guy Black gave
I
me
still
that
have
bullshit
those, and I took it
paperwork.
to Matthew. I took it to
That's
lawyer.
right. Remember when they took that?
I took it to Matthew.
They gave us
What was that
And
for?
it is all marked up. It was ridiculous. He goes,
What was
"Darling,
it for?
This is a joke, right?"
What was it for?
Well, the Foxhole wanted you to
For our
sign
show, when
certain
our show
shit.
got, yeah. They brought it up to
because
the
I didn't
was a
Congress.
lot
sign a
of-
motherfucking
No, we never did. Of course not. But I gave it to my friend just to see, and it came back red. He had all kinds. He's like, "This is a joke. Here, this is."
It was a moist nigga
I
clause.
still have it.
All the moistness you see at the Foxhole. That's why I go in, because they tried to make me sign
Well,
some
maybe.
shit.
Yeah, I
where
remember
you
that.
can't say
They
nothing
brought it to
about.
everybody.
No, yeah. Nah, I remember. I remember
I know
that.
when Guy Black gave them shits out, I was laughing.
You were there too.
No matter
Bill, sitting
what
in
is
the back.
being said on the air or no, it was off the air conversations. I remember that shit. Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Wish I would sign some sucker shit. Get your goof ass out of here. I mean, I done signed sucker shit before, but not for them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I signed sucker shit before. I ain't give a fuck. Anyway, so as we get ready to leave, I want Hartford, Connecticut to know I will be out there Friday and Saturday.
Back to the east, back to the cold.
Back to the east. I ain't mad at them, though.
Come on, man.
I had a good time out there in motherfucking Beantown with the motherfucking family. Hartford, Connecticut ain't that far away. So all the people who watching the show, if you're in the Hartford, Connecticut, the Funny Bone, Friday and Saturday, 2 shows each night. It's on, motherfucker. What you got? What you got going on, D?
This weekend,
Yeah.
I have to help throw a party for my niece who's turning 14. It's her first party, so
No,
that's.
you
gonna-
can't fuck with none of them boys, D.
Be quiet. Oh my God.
Are
No,
you a cougar? Do you have cougar tendencies?
No, not necessarily. But like, no. I'm just saying, I don't purposely go out and look for younger guys. But like the last guy
Do
that
you
I talked
attract
to,
them?
They got that paper?
no, he doesn't have any paper. Actually, he
Who's
doesn't.
he?
The young guy that I talked to. He's 18 years younger than me.
18 years younger than you. So
I'm gonna
that
be
means he's
49 this
42.
month. This month I'm gonna be 49. No, he's
Pisces.
31. That's right. He's gonna be 31. No.
Can nobody catch my joke? Fuck
Yeah,
y'all.
exactly.
I said that means he's
Whatever.
42 if he 18 years.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Fuck y'all, man.
She ain't that old. Look how good she looks. Darlene is beautiful.
RITA G, what you in town for? Tell the truth. Goof ass nigga flew you out?
No.
Oh.
just a little. My birthday is Friday.
Get the fuck out of
Shit.
here!
Thank you.
Happy birthday!
And
Aquarius.
you
that's right,
guys
that is
might
Aquarius.
also want to know the Pan African Film Festival is on Friday.
Yeah.
So everybody should go in LA.
I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah.
I gotta work.
Oh well.
Gotta get that bite.
I don't know some other days.
Gotta recoup.
I don't need to promote anything, but y'all can holler at me at the real RITA G on Twitter. I want to shout out to all the chat room folks because y'all keep me
too
in the
much,
loop.
yeah.
Y'all be hitting me up.
They clowning too, boy.
Free.
I'm going to be at the Cannabis Festival this week.
That's right, it
San
is.
Bernardino.
I'm going to
all
be
over
high.
for that, yeah.
Blazing.
Yeah.
Some of the best. King Louis, Gorilla Glue. What else? Blue Dreams. Man, come on, man.
You should set up a booth where people can come over there and sit and talk shit to you.
It
It's like,
That's
costs-
what I'm
that
gonna
would be
do.
cool.
Come
It
blaze
costs a lot, but
with
you can
me.
get it cheaper.
Come blaze with me.
Costs a
Film
lot.
some of that
Hey,
shit
hey,
too.
I'm a
hey,
film
follow-
that.
what's your handle on Twitter, Instagram?
At Freeze Love Comedy.
We're gonna try to set up a booth.
FREEZLUV Comedy.
We're gonna try to set up a 5150 booth where you can come over there and smoke next to Freeze. God damn it!
Smoke one with Freeze.
Smoke one with Freeze.
Put it in the air with Freeze. Put it in the air with
Or
those
maybe we
that
can hook
care.
him up with the kid. Iceland got a big booth set up there already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah?
he does. You know that?
Well, I'm going to have to stop by and see him.
He got in that game.
And
How you
smoke
doing, little
one with-
Ice?
There you go. Yeah.
Freeze Ice, we're related.
Uh-huh.
Put it in the air.
Freeze ice.
Word, I pulled the trigger low. No.
Yeah, his voice doesn't sound like his dad.
Also, you guys got to check me out on Dash Radio. I'm there 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the voice of reason. You got to download that Dash Radio app, and then once you do that, go to Hot Button Radio. I'm there. Of course, the Zowa Morning Show on T Radio V. And you got to get my... everybody who's already purchased a copy of the Relationship Dismount from the 5150 Nation, I appreciate you guys. If you guys still want to do that, just go to my website, IamZoeWilliams.com. Keep it growing. Keep it
I
going.
just want to say
That's
this:
right.
we got some dope ass T-shirts coming out.
Oh, them
Couple of
T-shirts.
weeks.
Blueprints.
I ain't gonna even say shit. I'm gonna just show them during the show.
Is that the
goddammit.
one I saw that was over there?
Which
With the
one?
new design? Was it the one that you...
The pink one.
The pink
The
one.
one I made at the screen print place.
No, that's just one Chris put together.
That shit was
as he
fly.
is learning how to screen print.
Oh, shit.
Cause we got that big ass machine over there we bought. Goddamn it! And Chris gonna be in charge of that shit.
He could dry all the
But
silk
are
screens
the
off pretty
T-shirts
quick.
100% cotton?
Send it to the hot mouth, dry up the paint.
The hot mouth printing press. Goddamn it.
Hot mouth.
Chris
You're
gotta earn enough
famous.
money- Chris got to earn enough money to get him a car.
Yeah,
Goddamn it.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess we gotta go because D getting restless.
Yeah.
D,
It is
who you-
about
who-
that time.
Who waiting on you?
None of your business.
But somebody is waiting.
Beaker from the Muppets.
The Lord is always waiting on me to get
She
off
said
here.
the Lord.
He said Beaker from the Muppets.
Forgot about Beaker. That was the funniest Muppet to me,
Yo.
Beaker.
Cute. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
shit.
Beaker was sick. And the doctor with him too, the round head doctor.
Y'all motherfucker.
Please make this meme. Have the Grinch right next to Porter.
The Stole Christmas.
And you know,
Jim Carrey Grinch.
first off, whoever, I mean, there's so many artists in there, you know they're going to run with it.
Yeah.
Why you do that? Why you tell
I
them
already
to
know
do
it.
that?
You're right. The first one, Alex King, he'll have one up
You
before
remember
we
the Grinch stole Christmas?
Yes.
Porter stole my motherfucking 5150 money.
Oh, God.
I'm putting it out there on your motherfucking ass.
You said happy birthday, huh? Said happy birthday.
Happy
All
birthday, bitch.
All right, let's go. On that note, we're
We're
out.
gonna wrap it up. Another 5150 show in the books. All you motherfuckers who scared to motherfucking admit you watching this shit right now, stop being a coward and get behind the shit. We need you to subscribe on our YouTube page.
Yes.
So that we
Right.
can fucking do the things we motherfucking are
Yes.
trying to do in this motherfucking pussy ass game, you dig?
Yeah.
Stop being a hideout 5150 watcher.
Represent.
We know you getting in trouble at work. A lot of
You
people
watching
getting in
this shit.
trouble.
Obama, I know you watching this shit. That goddamn Corey, fuck him, but it's kind of entertaining. That ain't no good Obama voice.
I like his songs. I sing all his songs. Is Trina there?
Right.
Is Trina there?
Left my phone.
She coming out.
She coming out?
Left my phone to Michelle.
Put that thing in that bitch mouth.
Yeah.
I don't like your daughter, bitch.
Ooh, and he's got
I don't
two.
like your daughter, bitch.
Yeah, and he's got two.
His daughter's at that age now.
The oldest one, right? She's
Niggas
going
coming
into
through.
college. She's
Niggas
going to
coming
college.
through. Niggas sitting on the couch waiting on Obama and them to go to sleep.
Well, that's what we have AIDS for, Corey. CIA, all kind of FBI.
That and grandma.
Follow
the
that little
mother-in-law.
fucker home.
The mother
Follow that fucker home. Oh, you like my daughter, do
Michelle's
you?
mom lives there. Yeah.
Michelle mom's live with them?
She doesn't see as good as my FBI agent. Sure, date my daughter and have your fucking parents' taxes reran.
Anyway, fuck y'all. All right, we out. Fuck you, motherfucker.